Shout out Ocho Cinco.
Every time I see him, I just want to put him in a sleeper hole. Every time.
Yeah, Chill. So you shouldn't feel that way just because Ox abandoned you on Chill with Chill. Personally, I think the show's better as is. But Chill, you know what, Chill?
See, this is the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum trying to divide us, Ox. That's what this is. This is perception.
Well, no, that's not trying to. It's open.
That's what it is.
Matter of fact, Chill. Just to clean this up.
I'm not.
It is. It's not only is it over. We were right this whole time that there was a divide. So everything that was being said has been legitimized, by the way. So,
Ox, I'm not letting this happen, big.
Until
Ox comes
to the end of the road.
Just yeah. Go ahead, keep on. Go ahead, Ron.
Ox, you gotta let go.
Ox, you are important. Chill with Chill is the name. It's a one-man show.
Hey,
I tell you what. This is what we about to do. So since y'all,
why is the name Chill? Can you keep it up there, Ron? Why is the name Chill with Chill? Why is that the name of a show with the two-man weave? Well, I've never seen a two-man weave with two people be called a one-man weave. I've never seen that. Put the graphic back up. Put the graphic back up, please.
Colin Cowherd, there's plenty of shows. It's plenty of shows. No.
Don't you even try. Don't you even try to do it.
Not only am I trying, and I'm doing it. And
Ox is not Jason McIntyre.
All I know, Ox, is I'll tell you what.
Ox, they got you saying you're Luke Cornett. You come off the bench for spots.
Okay, since they want to,
and Ox is humble. Ox is humble. So Ox
fit be here.
Wait, watch this, Ox. Just move your mouth. You know what, guys? You know what, guys? I'm good with it because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm a teammate, so I'm going to support my team regardless of whatever. Ox don't know he's being victimized. That's the problem. He is allowing. Wait.
I'm a victim?
I'm tired of my brothers getting treated like this.
For PC, he's allowing for PC and for Chill to take advantage of his great hosting skills. And then on top of that, I want y'all to know this. Ox will hit me up, you know what I mean? If the schedule work, Ox, you already know I'm going to do it. And Chill know I'm going to do it. So obviously this is all love. I'm always going to do it when I have a chance to. Because who doesn't want to do Chill with Chill? But every time they be like, hey, you want to host Chill with Chill for me? I'm like, you know what? No, I don't. Change the name for the day. I want Chill with Swiper, Chill in. Like I don't want my name to be excluded from the promo. Why am I on the graphic? Matter of fact, take Ox off the graphic. Going forward, it should be the Herd. Take me off the graphic. Matter of fact, if this is me just going to be there hosting something for Bama, call the show Bamming with Bam. Bam with Bam. Like that's what the name need to be. We all on the show, but it's Bam with Bam.
Okay. Enough. Let me speak. This is what they do.
This is exactly what they do.
This is what they do, y'all. This is what politicians get paid to do. They are paid to divide and conquer.
Exactly what they do.
Okay, they don't want
we
the
conquered
people
yet?
to live. They do not want the people to live together in harmony and peace, which we are more than capable of doing. And they want to make sure that we live in fear. We live in a place where we feel like we are inferior. They want you to be a victim. Do not let them do this.
What Malcolm X piece did you steal that from?
And no.
Malcolm X would not sign off on that, by the way.
No, they have not been successful in this.
No, you know who
I have. Hold on, Swipe.
Like Jim Jordan. That's who he's
Give me one more moment, please, my brother. One more moment. I have a very, very strenuous coaching schedule right now, so I just can't.
So you put other things over Chill?
I mean, well, coaching basketball is my number one priority.
You really don't even want to chill with Chill.
That's wrong. That's wrong. Ron, that's not true, and you know that coaching basketball is my number one priority.
You know what? You know what we about to do right now, Ox? This is what I'm proclaiming right now. No more chill with Chill until Ox come back. How about that? We done.
Whoa,
no more chill with Chill until Ox come back. That's how we fix that now.
But matter of fact,
that's a little extreme, Chill. That's a little extreme.
Because what y'all trying to do, this is what y'all trying to do. What y'all trying to do is y'all trying to divide me and the big fella, and I'm not trying to hear it. So I'm Jordan in 1990. I'm Jordan in 1990.
Jordan
during the lockout. Not only am I not crossing the picking line, I'm leaving. I'm taking my uniform off and I'm out. How about that?
All right, and watch that.
Hey, Chill, when you come back, Horace Grant might not be here when you come back.
Let me tell you how this works. Because Ron, Mr. Head Honcho over here, you know what?
That's Horace Grant.
I'm calling Chill right after this show and say, you better get your ass on that show. I don't care what you want. You better get on that show. If I tell you, hey, chill. If I tell you to dance, you better dance. All right. If I tell you to sing, you better sing. Hey, what did Mr. Jackson say? Hey, stop louder. I want loud, chill, harmony.
Yeah. Y'all better stop treating my man Ox. What y'all better stop doing? Y'all better stop treating my man Ox like he's a sideshow, because no, he ain't.
Sure.
It's a 1-2 punch.
All I'm saying is for some Donovan Mitchell money, man, hey, we could be the biggest thing on planet Earth. That's all I'm saying.
You and me ain't gonna be big as nothing. Hell no. You and me, hell no. Of all the people, no. Absolutely not.
I bet y'all see me on Chill with Chill this Saturday.
There was only one person. There was only one person to ever be able to hold Chill with Chill down the way me and Chill did it.
Oh man, here you go. I knew
that's J-Rob.
Like
it's J-Rob. That's it.
Oh,
can we get on with things, Ron? Stop letting derail the show.
Derail.
Right?
Well, you want to talk about a plug. You want to talk about a plug off the stream, so I don't want to hear that. So I don't want to hear that. You stop that nonsense.
See, but this the thing. This the thing. You can't do that to this chat because the chat know me and they know who up here would bring something like that up in the conversation.
Like what?
And they know, and so they know they know me. So stop doing that. Stop.
All right. Well, once again, any conversation about plugs or whatever, outlets and all of that good stuff, we're gonna have to get to that later tonight because it's Thursday, and on Thursdays we have our members only stream, and we have our members only streams on Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I can't wait to see what we're gonna talk about. All I know is that we're gonna get a double whammy. It's going to be a 2-for-1 special tonight on our members only stream because, well, during this stream, we're going to have some summer league hoops, which is what we're here to talk about today. The NBA Summer League is officially here. Well, the Vegas Summer League. Here is what we are looking for. We're going to get into everything. We're going to talk about what to expect. We're going to talk about who to look out for. We're going to talk about the marquee matchups, the big games, and we're just going to talk about Vegas in general. The Summer League is from tonight, July 9th, all the way until July 19th. Kind of one of the same things every year. And it's a double-edged sword. I want all the superstar rookies to play as much as possible. But then it's also like, maybe you guys only should play 3 or 4 games. But I want to kick it off with that topic. How do you guys feel about these rookies not playing the whole time?
Well, like the whole summer league, you mean?
Yeah. Darren Peterson will probably play 2 or 3 games. Cam Boozer, same thing.
How many did Zion play, Mars, that 2019 year? Was it just 1 or 2?
I am.
Do you remember?
After he ripped the ball from Kevin Knox, I think they shut him down.
I feel like they benched him right after that. Yeah,
I think they shut him down. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Darren Peterson, some of these dudes wouldn't play. Like Cam Boozer. If I'm in the Memphis front office, he might not. No, he's not playing at all.
Why not, Ox?
Because that's a grown man out there. He don't need to prove nothing. We cool.
When me and Ron were watching the Peterson Boozer game, like after 3 minutes, I was ready to take them out, man. Like I had seen enough. To your point, Ox.
Y'all dudes know that these dudes is ballers, right? And getting reps and playing in the summertime matters. Like Ox, you've been an advocate of these drills and these trainers and all of that nonsense. Yo, we need to get up here. We need to get out here. We need to lace up our kicks and we need to get out here and we need the ball. That's some good run. That is some damn good run. And a guy like Boozer, like all of these rookies, to be quite honest with you, and I'll take it a step further than that. The second-year guys, I think that they should be playing too. I don't think that there's any. I think that they should be playing too, and I think that it's good for box office. To be quite honest with you, how good would they be able to advertise Darren Peterson, Cooper Flag? Like that would be awesome to see. That would be
fire,
right? If Darren Peterson and Cooper Flag, or if Darren Peterson and Dylan Harper went at it. Right? So something like that. And I know how y'all feel about Dylan Harper. And I feel the same way. I think Dylan Harper is a baller. But I do think that something like this, to get some reps in, to be able to work with my team. Just so you guys remember, Dwayne Wade, when he first got with the Miami Heat, Spo was his guy. Spo wasn't the man in Miami yet. He was working a lot with Spo. Well, I mean, the same logic can be held with a lot of these young guys playing for these teams right now, like the assistant coaches and the third assistant. These are the guys that are manning these summer league teams, and these are the people that we trust. So, I mean, I could get reps with them. Dylan Harper, Cooper Flagg, Mars, your man that's up in Portland, Hanson. These guys need reps, and I think it's important for these guys to get as many reps as possible. Like, I'm not interested in just going up and down and just running. And no, like, if I can do this, absolutely, these dudes should play.
Some of them chill, but I don't need Cooper Flagg. I don't need Darryn Peterson. I don't need them dudes out there playing basketball. For me, it's more like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, hoopers do hoop. You're right, but for me, I think the summer league should be more for the guys that got something to prove, or they're trying to work their way back into the league. Cam Reddish, you know what I'm saying? Guys like that. Maybe second year guys who need a little more run, who didn't get much in the regular season, who are and just guys that are overall trying to make a roster spot. If I've had Darryn Peterson, AJ DeBonsa, Cam Boozer in my facility already, We've got some play in. We've got up and down a little bit. I've seen y'all play. I know that you're starting for my basketball team. I know you're gonna play 30+ minutes a game for my basketball team. Mm-hmm. I don't need you to be here. Like, obviously you need to be in the gym. You need to be in the lab.
That's what I was gonna ask you, Ox. So where am I gonna get my run from, Ox? That's what I was gonna ask you.
You can get it even more so in our facility too, with the guys that you're gonna play with. You're gonna play with maybe one of these dudes. And mind you, I'm not saying that like I'm against it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm not gonna like have a petition or start a campaign like don't play in the summer league. Like, nah, it's cool. Like get your run in for sure. But I don't think it means much for those top guys. I don't think it's that, I think it's more so for the other guys.
See,
it's more so for the second rounders.
I'm on the other side with that. I'm with Chill. I think even damn near third year guys should come and get some run.
I don't see why not.
And here's the reason why I'm saying that. Because Ox, is a hooper. Chill, is a hooper. Mars, is a hooper. You go get that run somewhere. Hey, if you, and this is with anybody in any given profession. If you are somebody who likes to party, that your girl could try to keep you out the streets, your mom could try to keep you out the streets, your best friend could try to keep you out the streets, you're gonna be partying. If you're somebody that likes to eat, everybody could try to put you on a diet. You are going to find somewhere to snack on a late night. As a hooper, I'm going to find a run no matter what. We've heard all these type of stories about these guys getting run. Kobe was playing at Venice Beach
and broke his hand.
And so what I'm saying is, if you go get a run anywhere else, if you go get a run somewhere else, it's going to be right here. And it's going to be in a controlled environment. And here's also the thing too. Yeah, I know you guys are saying that, okay, these guys might not be as good as the NBA running and all of that. Yeah, that may be true. These are still all professionals. That's one thing. It's the closest way you're going to replicate the NBA in any run that you're going to get this summer. That's the second thing. And I get to watch you actually work on your bad habits. I get to tell you, A, you need to work on pick and roll ball handling. B, you need to work on help defense. C, you need to work on shooting above the break threes. Though I can give you a checklist of things and watch you actually do it. And then we get to go back over the film and see exactly what you did. And then you get to go out the next night and rework on it. So like that's where I'm at with it. It's like, it's a control setting.
I'm sorry, Dave.
I think that I think the third year argument is really interesting as well, because, for example, like a guy like Dalton Connect, I think should be playing in the summer league. And one of the reasons why is that he's always on the Lakers bench, but he sometimes doesn't play in the G League as a result, because he could potentially see the floor sometimes. So those guys have missed out on really important reps. But like there's guys like Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen aren't playing for the Pelicans in the summer league. And that's just a bizarre
thing
crazy.
To me.
Right. Like they should be playing.
100%, man.
They should be playing. No doubt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They 100%
Jeremiah Fears in the
Derek Queen big ass need to be out there getting every single minute of run he could get.
The reason why
but that's what I'm saying. Jeremiah Fears, you're not playing him on my summer league team, bro.
Ox, the reason why I think it's important is because of everything that you just said. Okay, the guys in the facility, I see ex-coach, said coach every day, right? I see this guy. Well, when I can get out and actually get some competition, and I ain't saying play the whole summer league. I'm saying 2 games, right? Maybe 3.
What's 2 games gonna do for you?
Okay, 2 games is gonna give me an idea of where I'm at with my peers. That's number 1. Number 2, it's gonna get me some run. It's gonna get me some reps because I'm not just gonna be out there for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, barring injury. I'm gonna actually get some reps, and I'm actually gonna play. You've said this to me countless times. These dudes is hoopers. I'm not just showing up out here just to be. I'm just not showing up out here just to be a number. I'm out here because I'm trying to get better, and I'm trying to see where I'm at when it comes to Darren Peterson and AJ DeBonster. Ryan Cockburn is playing in the summer league, and Ryan Cockburn is playing in the summer league because this team needs to see where we are with him. We've seen him all season long, but we want to see where we are with him moving forward. Because remember, he was a 2nd-round pick, so I only think he's on the contract for 1 more year.
And that's it. I think a guy like Kalkbrenner, man, I could see him playing. I could see him playing. That's what I mean. There's those guys that were 2nd-round picks or didn't necessarily get to prove all that they had this last season. I think the summer league should be for them. I'm not saying that like hoopers shouldn't hoop. I'm saying that some hoopers shouldn't hoop in the summer league. And I'm just talking about those top guys that we already know are there. And that's it. I'm not pushing against the summer league, y'all. I'm all for the summer league. I just think that the summer league is for a certain group of people. You know what I mean? Like I just don't think that Cam Boozer should be playing in the summer league. Let me not say that I don't think he should. I don't think it does anything for him. Is what I'm saying. Like right. Hoopers are gonna hoop, just like you said, Ron. And you know me, Ron. I'm all for that. Check up. Like I'm definitely you're gonna hoop. But I just think that the summer league is meant for those late first guys, those 2nd-round guys, the guys that the 2nd-year guys that still got some things to prove, some things to work on, and just that's all I'm saying, yo. I'm not against the summer league by any means. I'm against the summer league for some people.
Ox, Deron Holmes isn't playing for Denver this year. He obviously hasn't played more than 300 minutes in his NBA career.
Yeah,
do you feel like that's a guy that? Well, remember he tore his Achilles in summer league. Yeah. 2 years ago, played last year, played a little bit in the season, but he's not on this team right now. Do you feel like that's a guy that you would want to play?
What's his health like?
He's fine right now, but they're like they have him in a regimen right now. So I think they're like more focused on his body. Like we need to get you like physically ready for the real season.
I think that's more important. I think it's more important to make sure that he's healthy and ready to play come October than running around in Las Vegas.
Is that the thing you're worried about too, Ox? Are you worried about the scenery and these guys not being focused? Because we can fix that. You're a professional, Chip. If I have to worry about you in Las Vegas running around, not acting a fool, then that's just what it is. You probably, you know what I'm saying? You probably need to go somewhere else anyway. If you can't conduct yourself as an adult in Las Vegas, I don't know what to tell you about that. I'm not even thinking about that. Do you think that you've seen enough out of Con Knipple that like? Because it sounds to me like I'm above this. Con Knipple is above. It sounds like I'm above this sort of stuff.
Way above
it. Wait. You know what? You know what though? It depends. Like a guy like Con Knipple, I think is up here. I don't think he needs anything, but I would be interested to maybe what role is he going to play next year without LaMelo Ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he going to have some more ball handling responsibilities? I'm not sure. So I'm just thinking about for them. If they think he's going to have some more ball handling responsibilities, then okay, Con, hey, come to Vegas. Let's get you to rock a little bit. Let's see how you can conduct the offense for a couple games. I could see that, but I don't. If everything stayed the same like it was last year, Con Knipple don't need to touch Vegas.
Okay, so with him, it sounds like these guys are proven commodities. But then there's guys who haven't really proven it that are, first round picks. Like I think Malawat should be playing in the summer league. Cedric Coward played in the summer league. The kid from the Bulls, Noah, is he playing in the summer league?
Yeah, he's playing. He's playing.
Like guys like that, like Thomas Sorber should be playing in the summer league.
Cedric Coward should be playing in the summer league. I'm sorry to tell you all this. Like,
Amon Malawat is playing in summer league.
So he is going to play summer league. Right, exactly. So,
absolutely.
Absolutely. So, and with that being said, there's plenty of guys, and I'm probably on the fence. I'm probably in the minority. I think I know Carter Bryant from San Antonio is playing. I think the kid Murray Boyles from Toronto. I think he should be playing in the summer league. Yes,
I agree.
I think
that's
he should be playing.
He is. He is in the summer league.
He should be playing in the summer league, Mars. No doubt.
Yeah,
I do.
He's there. So
I think he should be playing in the summer league. There's plenty.
He might got things to work on.
Yes,
everybody got things to work on.
Let me be clear.
Jokic need to be in the summer league working on his rim deterrence.
Let me tell you like this. Chill. I think that Cam Boozer,
he looks good by the way,
and AJ DeBonsa, and Darren Peterson don't need to play in the summer league. Like if AJ DeBonsa wants to get out there for a game and let the fans go crazy and take and fulfill his media responsibilities or whatever he has going on with his agency, his agent, whatever those people, go ahead, AJ, play a game or two. Cam Boozer wouldn't touch the floor for me. Darren Peterson wouldn't touch the floor for me.
AJ DeBonsa,
other than that, I think I already kind of explained myself, right?
I just think that Ox is.
Cam has already played 2 games, and so
right. And Darren Peterson, they've played a little bit. You can see already, like if you see,
I'm asking, is it because you don't want him to get injured, or is it just because you think it's below them?
A little bit of both, Ron.
That's what it sounds like.
A little bit of both. Like you know how I feel about it. I feel like if you play not to get hurt, that's the easiest way to get hurt, right? So if you're gonna play, then play. We're not gonna think about injury. But at the same time, I'm not gonna have you out here doing stuff for no reason where you could get hurt. Like I don't think Darren Peterson and Cam Boozer and AJ DeBonsa are going to gain anything from playing in Las Vegas. And that's what I'm saying. Because chill, it's beneath them.
Yeah, the reason why I disagree with that, Ox, is because anytime, and you've been an advocate of this, more basketball is never bad, ever.
Sometimes it is though. I
don't think on this level though, Ox. I think this level's high enough to the point where I think that they get something.
Look, it might not be bad, but how does it help?
The way, okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like for certain players, and I just want to be clear one more time that I'm not talking about this in general. I'm talking about for like 0.2% of the people out here. Right. Like you don't need to play.
The cream of the crop.
Right, and that's all I'm saying, y'all. That's it. It's no big deal. Like it's just a couple guys where I'm like, if you want to play, go ahead, but please don't. You know what I'm saying? Like
I just think that you could get hurt. Like to your point, Ox.
It's less about that, chill. It's less about getting hurt.
Yeah,
it's less about getting hurt because
let's take the injury
you can get hurt in any workout. Clay did his ACL coming back from his Achilles. He did his Achilles coming back from the ACL in the gym shooting around and stuff. Sure. You can get hurt anytime. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about injury. I'm just saying like, and on top of that, chill. Another thing too is why would I have Darren Peterson, a guy who doesn't necessarily need the reps? And mind you, if this was a different level of basketball, I would be talking different. But we're talking about professional basketball right now.
That's what
NBA basketball.
These guys are pros,
high school,
in the summer league.
If we were talking about high school, college, you better get your ass out there. But we're talking about NBA basketball players. Yeah, okay, so so it's a completely different thing for me.
And
so why would I have Darren Peterson out there playing, getting these minutes when he doesn't need them, when there might be another guy maybe that I grabbed from somewhere in France, Italy or something. I need to see him.
And you will see him.
We might need that back.
That's the thing, though. Like,
you will see him.
And
Peterson.
But yeah, exactly. And that's my point right there, Ox. And because that guy that you loving, you 100% will see him. But I don't think that there's any reason why there's no downside to me getting reps playing in the summer league off the strength that I'm 19, I'm 20 years old. Where else am I going to get this quality of tutelage? Where am I going to get this quality of run? Because if I'm playing pickup somewhere, I ain't going to be playing pickup against like top-notch players on a regular. I'm probably going to be in my hometown. I'm not going to be in Los Angeles at Rico Hines at UCLA because all them other dudes going to be there, so it's going to be hard as hell for me to get on the court. So if I'm going to play in the
not for them, chill. Oh, AJ DeBonsa and Darren Peterson can go get run anywhere they want.
Maybe they could.
Even then, though, it's still not as good of a run as it's still not as guys can be lax. Guys cannot play defense. It's still pick up hoops. Pick up hoops is never going to be as organized or structured or even the level of intensity that you play. It's not going to be the same as when there's referees out there officiating the game, stopping the game. And then on top of that, you have coaches, how Chill mentioned earlier. You're going to have 2 or 3 coaches on the bench pointing out things. And then on top of that, here's another thing about the competitiveness about Summer League. You guys kind of already brought it up. You have guys that are clawing, fighting, and scrapping to get back in the NBA. So, this guy.
Hurt nobody. They're trying to win a job.
This guy might not be as good as that guy, but he's going to play defense like his life depends on it because he's trying to get in the league. So once again, now Darren Peterson, you're playing against a dude, or Cam Boozer, you're playing against a dude who not only is a grown man, not only has played all his years in college and has also played a couple years overseas, and he might be a little stronger than you, a little more physical, but this dude is actually going to play like his life depends on it.
Yeah, you're going to play like your life depends on it. You're going to get spanked regardless.
That's what
you're not on my level. I don't care how hard you try.
And that's cool.
I don't care how bad you want to get back to the league. I don't care what college you went to. I don't care what league you just came from. You come stand in front of me, I'm going to bust your ass because I'm that much better than you.
He going to see that in the league too when he plays against Ariel Huckporty. Right. No, respectfully, shout out to my dude Ariel Huckporty.
Well, that's what we'll do.
He got to play against them dudes on an everyday basis.
Once again, y'all, I'm only talking about a few guys. I think the Summer League is great. Shout out to the Summer League. I love it. I'm gonna be watching it. Shit, if I had time, I wish I could fly down there and check it out. You know what I'm saying? But
you could if you come with me if you want to.
You about to be there?
Damien, jump in here. I know you was gonna say something.
Hey, Swap, you about to be there for real?
I'll answer in a second. Go ahead, Damien.
I think to Ron's point though, I think a lot of people that don't follow like hoops, like diehard, like sicko hoops, like they don't realize how intense and important the Summer League is. Like I was even like coaches from our leagues down here. I've seen coaches from like Europe talking about the Summer League is like the biggest event on their calendar for them to be in the building and see guys that they could potentially bring back to their leagues and things of that nature. So like Summer League is like, I get what you're saying, Ox, like there's a 1-2% of guys that it's debatable whether they should play, but for the rest of those guys, man, this is like a life or death event for them. This can like make or break their career. Or
right.
They can
Damien, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's even more so to my point. Actually, it's like, why do I need to see Darren Peterson? Like, let somebody else get those minutes because they actually have something to play for. You know what I'm saying? Like there's guys, there's agents, there's GMs all around the world that are coming to find that guy. Let him get it. That's all I'm saying.
You know why though? And here's also the thing too. Darren Peterson and them guys, they could play 15 to 22 minutes. We can do that thing where you play a lot in the first quarter. You play a lot in the third quarter, then the other guys come in, fill in the rest of the minutes. My thing is, though, it kind of goes to like the nepotism thing. It kind of goes to the favoritism thing. Like, man, this is you are the next pillar of our franchise, hopefully. We drafted you at 7. We drafted you at 3. We took you in the lottery, or you were just our first round pick. You are next up for us. We have to protect and prioritize our investment. Once again, I say this all the time. GMs, coaches, training staffs, your job is to cultivate that young player. Your job is to put him in the best position to be successful and develop to their fullest potential. The best way I can do that is to drop you in an organized setting. We're working on your weaknesses. We are coaching you through. And I think the Summer League, if you got 7 games, your first round pick for the last 3 years needs to be in all 7 of these games in some capacity, developing themselves, even if it's them just in the coaching huddle with the clipboard, watching what we're doing. And that's another thing too. Worst come to worst, you're here learning about our system. Chill, you remember in college, you remember in high school, when you got there, the first thing you was doing is working on that system, learning that system. What
play was on the staff run? What play?
Keontae George.
Yeah, Keontae George. That's right. Yeah. That's cool.
So it's like the worst come to worst. I need you in here learning our plays, working on our plays, learning where to be, how your position's going to work, all of that good stuff.
I just don't think that from a basketball standpoint is bad. I think that more basketball is good. I think that if I'm playing basketball this summer, I want to play basketball every opportunity that I possibly can. I don't want to just be in the gym working on my jump shot, which, okay, sure, that's great. I'm gonna do that stuff. I'm gonna work on my ball handling. But there's also gonna be a time when I gotta show it. There's also going to be a time when I'm going to have to get in front of somebody and I'm going to have to show that my ball handling has got better, that my jump shot has gotten better, that I do know how to read a pick and roll, that I do know how to read a pick and dot. And if I don't, then that's something that I need to work on, as opposed to I'm just going to sit out because these dudes ain't really on my level. It's basketball. It's professional basketball because we've seen professional basketball players who we know for a fact these dudes ain't on their level. Seen it in the NBA, but they still play because they not only they love the game, but I'm getting better on some level. I'm getting my teammates better. I'm getting myself in better shape. I'm not just sitting down and just watching. No, I got to be involved in this on some level. So I think, like I said, I'm in the minority. Ron, I think VJ Edgecombe should be playing in the summer league. I think that the kid.
Well, chill. VJ got it out. Right quick swipe, but VJ got it out, and like Pale Larson, they got it out because that's the only way you wouldn't be playing in my summer league because it's only one summer league that is better than the NBA summer league or one league that's going on during the summer. That's FIBA or that's the Olympics. That would be your only out for me if you're a first, second, or third year player. You going over there and playing over there, that's the best hoops you gonna get in the summer.
VJ Edgecombe?
Yeah, man, come and get it in, VJ.
Yeah, well,
VJ got some things he needs to work on.
Y'all going a little too far now.
Most of the reason
why can't VJ play?
Why is Ace Bailey not playing?
Because why
He
would
just
VJ?
did. Ace did play.
Why is VJ using
He
up
probably
a
gonna play
roster
again
spot?
tonight.
Why would VJ be using up a roster spot from a guy for a guy that might need this wreck?
Nigga that is not gonna make the team.
So who is
He's
the
not
guy?
gonna make the team, Ox.
Wait. Stay right there, Ron. Ox, who is this guy that VJ Edgecombe is taking up a roster spot for?
I don't know these niggas, man. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I know the GMs though. I know the GMs though, but it's still like.
That's my point, though. That's my point. Why is VJ out here? Why would he possibly be playing in the summer league? He's not getting nothing from playing against these dudes in the summer league. Absolutely nothing. Not shit. So he's a starting wing on a team that a lot of y'all think is going to make a super deep playoff run. He is a good. This shit. The summer league is beneath VJ Edgecombe. With all due respect to the summer league and the guys that are going to play in the summer league, there are guys that need that roster spot that need to get out there and show these GMs what they can do. There's guys need to try to. There's guys. There's guys
started 61 games last year.
Okay, I'm talking about VJ Edgecombe. Wait, chill, stay focused. I'm talking about VJ Edgecombe.
Okay.
I'm talking about VJ Edgecombe. He does not need to play in the summer league. And not only does he not need to play in the summer league, there's somebody that needs to play in the summer league that y'all trying to give his spot to VJ for what? It's a guy somewhere, and it might not work out. It might not happen, but there is a potential for that diamond in the rough, that Jonathan Simmons dude that we can see play, that we're like, hey, hold on, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we put him on a two-way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we just keep an eye on him because that dude's a baller. You know what I'm saying? VJ don't got nothing to prove to nobody.
Yo, Swiper, what's good?
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt anybody. I know we're trying to abide by new rules on PC.
What rules? Who said that?
That we implemented last year, by the way. Just Ron.
Did I miss a meeting?
No, you were there for the meeting. All of them actually.
Oh, okay.
Late to a couple of them, but all of them you were in attendance to.
Of
and
course,
you got the report afterwards.
Get to the point, Swiper.
I'm trying to communicate something. Matter of fact, you were red flagged, by the way. So you definitely need to walk on thin ice, buddy. You're walking on thin ice, buddy.
Let him know, Swiper.
But I think, chill. Some of this is
watch it, Bucko.
Yeah, watch it, Bucko. Hey there, buddy. You better spoil your role. But what I was going to say is, Ron, I think most of Summer League is about scheme implementation for young players. Like, this is what we run in the regular season. This is what you need to get used to if, we're running a flex offense or we're running like inverted or, hey, we're a heavy, like, ice, team and how we defend the pick and roll. Like, you're going to practice this now. But I think players like BJ, though, like they had a whole, like, preseason, summer league, regular season playoffs to do this. VJ doesn't need to be in that role anymore. He already knows the scheme inside and out. And he already, to Ox's point, he's already there. We don't need to teach him any more of that kind of stuff. I think all these young players that are coming in, a lot of this is like, we need you to be able to get down your role and your responsibility. And it's not really about your performance per se, because you playing well is like an ad, but we really need you to do a job. The results may vary, but can you commit to doing this job? And can you commit to the scheme? And then once you get that, we really don't need you to be here anymore. But again, Colin Murray-Boyles, depending, as Mar said, he was playing, we want you to try this in Summer League, at least get this used to this. Now, because I said this last year. Peyton Watson got the ball in summer league last year or 2 years ago to like work on his ball handling. Last year in preseason, chill, they gave him the ball as the primary creator off the bench when Jamal wasn't in the game in the preseason to start to put together an 82 game plan for him to get better at these particular things. I think that's what the whole of summer league preseason and regular season is for. Some players just don't need that. VJ Escom just doesn't need that anymore. Like he's outside of that box now. But I think Ace Bailey still super young. Go ahead.
I want you to stay right there. Swiper. So the stuff that I learned throughout the course of the regular season that, okay, I do have the system what we're running. I do have an idea of it. I don't have it down, but I do have an idea of what we're doing. But with that being said, implementing that system and what we're doing in the summertime, because I think that they run the same thing in the summer league that they run during the regular season. So with that stuff, the pick and roll, the pick and dive, coming off screens, DHOs, like wouldn't that enhance me for next season if I was able to get some more reps under the staff that we already currently have and the guy that I work with? Wouldn't that enhance my game? And I'm not saying that I'm doing it for the entire summer. What I am saying, though, is that I'm doing it for a couple of games where I can get some more reps in. So by the time, because October going to be here like that. September's going to be here like that.
This is why I think it's important to recognize you didn't do that. Because you also had in summer and the regular season, you would have to spend, there are certain players in college, and Ron knows this because he was constantly in these meetings, that had to do more individual meetings with coaches than other players. I didn't have to do that because I had what I needed. But there are plenty of players on the roster that had to meet with the coaches in particular throughout the week, throughout their career, because they didn't spend enough time on their own going over the X's and O's and doing the job. This also happens in college as well. Like we all went through this.
And it happens in the pros too. Swiper. But with that being said, that I also understood, even if I didn't have to get the extra work that these other guys needed, I still was there off the strength that I needed.
These are separate meetings though.
Oh, okay. So the individual stuff, that's one thing. I'm just talking specifically about being on the court. Okay, I don't need to learn this because I do know it, but I would like to improve at it. And how am I going to improve at it? I'm going to improve at it by getting on the court and running. I'm going to improve on running down screens. I'm going to improve on slip screens when I'm on the court doing that, just off the strength that I'm out here. Now, if I'm just sitting around and I'm just working on my ball handle, I'm sitting around and I'm working on my jump shot. Okay, that's going to help me, but I don't think it's going to help me as much as actually getting out here and playing against upper level competition and working on the stuff that I already have.
Mikal Bridges need to play in the summer league. Is that what y'all telling me? Mikal Bridges?
His skinny ass should be out there too. But Mars, it looked like you got it.
Yeah, if the point is to get to familiar with the system or more familiar with the system because you haven't got it down yet, so you should go play regardless of the level of competition. Why isn't Jaylen Brown playing for Philly Summer League team? Why isn't Giannis playing for Miami Summer League team? If that's the case, if the competition is irrelevant,
Ron,
that's what training camp's for VJ.
Mikal Bridges.
Training camp's for Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper was just playing in the finals less than a month ago. We're going to talk about he needs Summer League.
So number one, I think that situation is completely different. Jaylen Brown has been in the league for over 10 years.
So he hasn't been on Philly for over 10 years.
No, he hasn't, but he's seen Philadelphia and he's been around and he understands Philadelphia. Is
Jaylen Brown more familiar with Philly than VJ Edgecombe? Is that what you're going to try and tell me?
To be honest with you, I mean, VJ Edgecombe only been there for 1 year.
No way.
VJ only been there for 1 year. So Jaylen Brown has been playing against
these are not the hills to die on. There's no way that Jaylen Brown knows
die where you want to, how you want to, chill.
Really?
There's no way that he knows the system better than VJ Edgecombe.
So
he'd know concepts better, but he might not know the system better.
Okay, so the system that they're running, in Philly. How long have they been running that system? Who's the head coach in
Nurse?
Philly?
Nick Nurse.
Okay, so
Nick
Nurse is
5 now.
Nick Nurse is the head coach in Philadelphia. VJ Edgecombe has been there for 1 year. How long has Nick Nurse been the head coach in Philly?
I think it's going. Is it going into 5?
Okay, so he's been there for 5 years. Jaylen Brown been in Boston for almost 10 years, so he knows what they're running. He's familiar with what's going on now.
But VJ Edgecombe has played more games for Philadelphia than Jaylen Brown has played against Philadelphia.
He's going into year 4. He's going into year 4.
I'm not arguing that point. I think that
the year after he got fired from the Raptors.
I do think that VJ Edgecombe being in that building and understanding how they run things there is way different than Jaylen Brown being on the Boston Celtics and knowing what they run. Those two things are not the same thing. Jaylen Brown knows what they run. Jaylen Brown knows how this guy comes off this screen because Jaylen Brown does his homework, sure. But a guy like VJ Edgecombe, who I don't have the system down. And the 2 weeks in training camp, I don't think that this week in Vegas playing 2 games or 3 games would hurt me. I think it would help enhance me in addition to the 2 weeks in training camp that I'm going to already have.
On top of that, it's a completely different level of player, and age factors in too.
I think that
if you
very situational.
20, 21, your body is a little more susceptible to being able to play this. And like Jaylen Brown
able to play this. Jaylen Brown's not.
No, he's a top tier athlete for sure. But I'm saying like Jaylen Brown, you're a little you have 10 years of mileage under you. I'm trying to. My job for you is to keep you as fresh and healthy as possible throughout the season. You, on the other hand, young buck, you need to be getting as many reps in as possible. Jaylen Brown don't necessarily need the reps. Like he could use the reps. He doesn't need the reps though. These young dudes, they need reps.
Ron, he can't
There's
go
a case
left.
there's also a case to be made that like Jaylen Brown might not need to learn the system as much as VJ needs to learn it because he's going to be a big part of that system.
Last season, he shot like 30% from mid-range.
Well, damn it, I think VJ's going to be a big part of it. They're both going to be a big part of the system.
Yeah, but like the ball's going to be in Jaylen Brown's hands a lot, and Tyrese Maxey. So training camp will be, I guess, building the system around them, then potentially learning a system last year when he wasn't there, potentially.
But fellas, I want to go ahead and change gears right quick because we got some good games tonight and we got some overall good games just in the Summer League in general. Before I get to tonight's slates, I'm going to just bring up some games that are already happening or that are going to happen throughout the Summer League. So first off, we get to see all four top picks play against each other. Or no, Caleb Wilson will play against the first 3 picks. So Caleb Wilson will play against Cam Boozer. He'll play against AJ DeBanza, and he'll play against Darren Peterson, so long as they play. So that's a cool thing is we get to see Caleb Wilson play against all the other top picks. Also, some other games to look out for. Obviously tonight, we're not going to get into this right now. We'll talk about this a little bit later. But we have the top 2 picks colliding, the Wizards versus the Jazz. Obviously, that's the number 1 overall pick, AJ DeBanza, versus the number 2 overall pick, Darren Peterson tonight. That's going to be a hell of a game. And that game will come on at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, which ironically is the same time as our members only stream, which is why I said we got a double whammy tonight, because not only will we be watching the first half of that, but we'll be on the members only stream, talking it through and all of that good stuff. So if you guys want to actually watch the game and talk about the game while it's actually happening, pull up to the members only stream because it should be a good conversation about that. Yeah. Also, we have a couple college teammates and lottery picks playing against each other. So tonight, we'll also have the Mavericks versus the Warriors. That's obviously Morez Johnson Jr. playing against my man Yaxo Lindenberg. That's tonight. Then you have the Warriors playing against you'll have the Warriors playing against OKC, which is Ade Mara versus Yaxo. That's going to be July 12th. This upcoming Sunday. And then you also have Morez Johnson playing against Ade Mora, and that's next Thursday, July 16th. So that should be pretty cool to watch your teammates compete against each other. Cam Boozer versus Caleb Wilson. Tomorrow, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You guys mark your schedules. They will be playing against each other tomorrow. And one more, you have 2 more elite point guard matchups, which is going to actually get us into tonight's schedule. So you have next Tuesday, July 14th, you'll have the Kings versus the Nets, which is obviously Mikal Brown Jr., the number 6 pick for the Brooklyn Nets, playing against Darius Acuff, who was playing for the Sacramento Kings. And once again, that's next Tuesday. So you guys tap into that. We get to see 2 elite point guards. But also tonight, we get another matchup between 2 elite point guards. We have 2 elite point guard matchups tonight. First of which being the Kings, Darius Acuff, number 7 pick, versus our first glance in the summer at Keaton Wagler for the Los Angeles Clippers. Thoughts on this, fellas? This is the last game of the schedule tonight. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern, or 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Late night game.
I'll be looking to see what type of ball handler he is and how he adapts to the speed of the NBA. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think a lot of these guys that are on summer league rosters are, around his age. They second-year guys and free agents. So, I mean, I think the game is going to be played fast. I'm looking for him as one of the primary ball handlers, if not the primary ball handler on this roster. I'm going to be looking for him to see how he processes defenses, how he takes care of the basketball. I think he can. I don't love him as an athlete, but I do think that he can score it in one of those crafty ways. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that from him. And I want to see how big he is legit. Like when we're talking about playing against, NBA level talent, I want to see how big he is legit and how he handles himself physically against those guys.
You talking about Keaton too?
The kid Wagley, yes, sir, from Illinois. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really, you know what? I hope that Darius, Acuff, and Keaton Wagley. I hope this whole thing just proves me wrong tonight because, as y'all know, I wanted Keaton Wagley. So I hope that. Yeah, I just wanted the better. I just wanted who I thought was the better player, and so I hope Acuff cooks tonight and Keaton doesn't. So
I know one thing: get off the pill, young fella.
Praying on his downfall.
Well, I'm not praying on his downfall necessarily. I just hope that Acuff is much better than him, so that way I could be like, okay, cool, we got the right guy.
What have you thought about it?
I mean, one of them went at 5, so.
Well, I really haven't been able to watch that much.
He's coaching.
I haven't been able to. So I did see a little bit though. Like I saw some. I mean, just highlights though. So
how you doing, by the way, Swiper?
He looked good on the highlights.
With Acuff being in Sacramento, Swiper.
I'm cool. I just he's not a summer league player. Like I've been saying this. Like he's gonna need reps because what he does requires reps to get better at. And I think he's shooting the ball a lot right now, which is fine. He shot 29 times in the first game. Bars, I can't remember what the second game was. It was
pass the ball. Get off the pill.
He did. He got a game-winning assist. Bro.
Yeah, he did. Acuff. No, pass the ball. Your dude Peterson has shot the ball 46 times. I want to say in 2 games or something like that.
Man.
No, it's not. That's what they do. That's fine. It's fine.
Peterson's definitely a scorer. So
just shoot the ball.
But watching that it wasn't a good watch. The 29 points on the 29 shots on the 25 points.
Yeah. But that was
it was giving me Allen Iverson vibes.
How many
19 shots the second game.
Okay, he took 19 shots. He took 19 shots the second game.
Yeah.
I'm not Acuff. I'm sorry, Peterson. How many shots did Peterson take in?
Well, he's taken over 20.
In the first game, I want to say Peterson took maybe 18 or 21. It was one of those numbers.
Yeah.
And then in the second game, he only shot 15 times, but he had 25 and 12.
That boy was getting that second game.
Shots. Now, a guy like Acuff to shoot the ball 29 times. You're not going to do that when the season starts.
No, but that's not what they're
literally telling him.
Mars. They're telling him to put him up though. Like he's a 7
I wouldn't be surprised if he has a game where he shoots 29 shots.
Oh, well, no, the 29's a lot. 29's a lot. That's like
Jalen 82 games. If he does that in one game, I'm like,
I wouldn't be surprised if he has a game where like Zach LaVine doesn't play that game. There's no one. He's gonna empty the clip.
But getting, and I think this is where Mars has talked about this, and when Mars is at his best, right, when he's not trolling, other people have also talked about this too. Getting shots up to that degree is a skill, and I think he is working. That muscle. I said this. It's going to take a while. Meaning he's young. It's going to take a while to work through that skill because who also did this, Mars? Your anti-Isaiah Collier guy. It's Keontae. Keontae was a get him up guy, but it took Keontae 2 years to learn how to get him up effectively and efficiently. And Keontae did that in year 3. I think Acuff, he probably will do it sooner. But if you just watch Acuff, like his whole thing is like pressure. And that's what he's playing with in Summer League. And when he gets into the regular season, I think he's going to do that as well. But as a young boy, that stuff takes a while. And there will be a stretch chill where he's going to shoot really bad. There's going to be another stretch chill where he's going to be going crazy. And it's like, damn, like, is he the best point guard in his class type thing? Because I think
I hope that. I really do. I hope.
Yeah,
that.
But I think all of them. I think Peterson right now, he's shooting 44% on 3 and 54% from the field so far in Summer League. Like, that's not sustainable. But at the same time, you also see like the footwork and the touch. Mars, I said yesterday on Lockdown NBA, he's not this at all. But like he has a little bit of like Kyrie to him. Not like just the footwork stuff. Like he's just really skilled. His shot profile is immaculate. And so you're watching him play and you're like, yeah, he's going to be a monster.
You're talking about Acuff?
No, I'm talking about Peterson. Peterson has that kind of like Kyrie feel to him. I think Acuff is just more like he's a scorer. Like he is a scorer, but he's also a good passer too. I think it's going to take him a while to figure out how to, blend both of those things together. But he's so young. Chill. What is he? 20?
Yes.
I've been a bit after watching it. I don't know.
Well, with that
I just think that summer leagues, it's hard to judge, like we've already said in summer league, but I think you can see some patterns, some tendencies potentially. I just think there's a very real world that exists for Acuff where he's not going to be an efficient scorer in the league. I think that world is likely, but it might not be an issue. It might not be an issue depending on the level he gets to. But I think the shot diet is always going to be very jump shot heavy, and then you get the variance baked in. And then I think that this is just summer league, but I was a little concerned about how screen reliant he was at the moment with bigger defenders on him, and getting to the rim, getting rim pressure at the next level might be difficult, but that will improve as he gets stronger. But what he does have that I've seen is he has that end of game gene where he might shoot poorly for 3 quarters, and then at the end he's making big shots and people start to forget about maybe the inefficiency. But the one thing for sure is even in this summer league you can see the building's already getting a little packed for him. He's going to be box office either way. So he's just a very exciting prospect. But I'm just interested to see how it translates as it gets older, more mature. Swiper, when he starts taking a bit, the shot selection starts to improve a little bit as well. It's just he has the tools. I think he does have the tools. Yeah,
Damian, I don't know if he can improve his shot selection though, because
it's sometimes going to be some of his superpower as well, which is it's a fine balance, isn't it? But
but that's my reservation on Darius Acuff, because from what I've seen in this whole last year, he's just a tough shot taker, and part of that is because he doesn't have elite burst and can't necessarily create elite separation, and he's a 6'2", 6'3" guard.
Can we change that, Ron? The burst
no,
part? Can we?
I mean, potentially, I've seen guys I told you guys I was 21 and I grew 3 inches and put 5 inches on my vertical. I turned into a whole different player. I don't know if that's going to be Darius Acuff though. That is rare for that to happen. That doesn't happen to many guys. So I don't. If he stays how he is right now, no, he's going to have to be a tough shot maker. And the thing about it is he can do it. He can potentially become and I said this a couple weeks ago. Some people was feeling me. Some people hated it. He could become right quick, Swiper. He could become a Jalen Brunson type of player where all my shots are tough and contested, but I make them. But what I'm saying is it's going to be hard for him to be a 25 per game type of scorer and have to shoot that shot diet.
No, I
want to be clear about this though. That is going to be his thing. But this is what I was talking about coming out of college though. He is an extremely, extremely good jump shooter though, especially off the dribble. So that's always going to be his game, especially for a guard like that.
Jamal Murray good? Because you said extremely good jump shooter.
No, but Jamal
Murray was 6'5" though, and he's probably a better athlete than Acuff too.
Jamal was a better athlete than most people coming out though. In terms of verticality, he wasn't a side to side athlete. Jamal, before that ACL injury, was one of the best guard athletes we had in the league.
Oh, we talking about pre-ACL Jamal?
Yeah, pre-ACL, out of Kentucky and then early career and all that stuff. That changed his game. But I think some of this with Acuff, when you're shorter, his arms are still decently long, but the thing is, it's going to be his ball handling. It's going to be the thing that separates him. But I actually think he's going to be a really good ball handler as time goes on. I think it's just using your space and navigating and all that kind of stuff. And the thing is, Acuff, he is super crafty. And I think that is what's going to be the thing that stands out with him over time. Again, as the years go on, it's knowing how to use that craftiness to your advantage to create space and then also to be able to get where you need to go. But again, I think that's going to be Darren Peterson. He has the size, he's long, and he's strong. That was probably the first thing I noticed in the summer league. He's legitimately very strong. So his ability to bump you and get to a spot, and then his footwork is incredible.
DP is crazy.
The thing that I'm concerned with, because you guys know I like scoring guards, especially at the lead guard spot. In the NBA, you have to be able to score at the lead guard spot. The thing that I'm concerned with is a guy like Acuff shooting that many shots. I am not a big fan of guards who have to shoot that much in order to score. Because when you shooting that much, what you're doing is you're taking the other guys out of rhythm offensively. That's what's going on.
But that's what guards do in the league, though.
Right. And the majority of the guards who shoot a lot, the majority of them, not all of them, but the majority of the guards who shoot a lot, we're not winning. And it's not effective.
Who?
It's not.
Who? SGA
So
shoots the ball 20 times a
It
game.
depends how you do.
Brunson
how do
shoots
you
the ball
define
20 times a
lot.
game.
Yeah,
Sure, Brunson shoot. I don't think that's a
Jamal
lot of
shoots the ball 16 and a half times a game.
Okay, and listen to what you're saying.
Tyler Hero shoots the ball 17 times a game.
Okay, so listen
He's
to what
a
you're
great
saying.
jump shooter.
Right, exactly. Listen to what you're saying. Like 17, 18 shots, 20 shots from a guy who's efficient. I don't really have a problem with that. But when you shooting the ball that many times and you 9 for 22 and stuff like that, I'm not feeling that.
But all those dudes do that though. I think the issue is
well, they have those games, yeah.
Yeah, but 9 for 22 isn't even crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think some of this is like
we argue this really a little bit. That's a tour day. I think it exactly was 9 for 22 too.
If you make 5 threes,
yeah, you make threes, yeah, and then that's what Acup's going to be a 3-point shooter too. Like I think Chill. What's going to happen is once he settled into the season, I think it's going to be an adjustment. But like once he settles into like what his role is, I think a lot of people are going to start looking at like he's going to have a lot of those scoring bursts, because I think the problem is what I said also to Chill in the tournament about Acup. He is like actually like a legitimately elite jump shooter scorer. So he is super efficient. It's just that's going to have to carry over. So hopefully the idea is that would be able to carry over at the next level versus better athletes over time. And I think, all of these players, all the rookies, they're all going to be inefficient to a degree. Who's going to be efficient? Probably is going to be Mars' guy, Boozer. I don't know if you watch Boozer. I think Boozer went 4 or 5 from 3 the other night. Mars, what was he from the field? Was it like 9 of, was it like 12, 10, 16?
6 and 9 or something?
He didn't shoot that many shots. 5 for 8, maybe 5 for 8, 6 for 9.
Right, yeah, lower scoring, but just not what he was there to do. But he also is a really good passer, and like he uses his space really well. So that's gonna benefit him being bigger and stuff as well. But I just think all of these guys, I think we'll see Fleming. Fleming's going to be another one. We're going to see obviously Wagler's going to be another one. All of these players, I think, are going to be, something that you're figuring out over time, and like they'll all get more efficient as their career goes on. The real talk is bouncing again in the chat. I said efficiency is something you learn how to do. So like all of these,
give it a break. Real talk.
Learn how to do exactly. I think Acup is going to be efficient, but Mars, and the prime example is, and me and you were arguing about this for 2 years about Keontae. Yeah. And in the next, literally the third season of Keontae's career, he becomes a +5 scorer. I think it was +5.
Swipe right quick. I'm gonna step in because we do have to take a quick break. Before we do that though, because we started talking about Darius Acup versus Keaton Wagler. Mars, can you give us just a quick 60 seconds? What are you most looking for in this matchup between these two? Or what are you most excited for?
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm gonna watch the matchup between those two by proximity, but I want to see what Baba Miller looks like. Summer League, when it comes to guards, is like, I'm not really that interested. But I want to see how Keaton looks in terms of matching up with like the athleticism. That's my biggest issue with him as a player. So I do want to see that. I want to see if the game is continuing to slow down for Darius Acup, because I think game 1 he looks sped up, game 2 he looked slower, game 3 I want to see like if you're seeing the improvement like that fast. But yeah, Baba Miller is kind of what I want to see. I think Dylan Cardwell, good matchup to see how he latches up.
All right, there you have it, y'all. We got a couple other matchups from tonight that we will get into, but we need to take this break right now so Real Talk can take his mind off certain things and, catch his breath. So Real Talk, this is for you today. We have a nice Splash Sports slate of games tonight for you guys to, make a little bit of chicka change that you can put straight into your bank account. I know some of you guys got piggy banks. Others of us have, big, strong, healthy bank accounts. But regardless of the size of your bank account, you can still get some money on Splash Sports, because Splash Sports is the best place to make money in DFS, because Splash Sports is the only place that gives you the highest multipliers in the industry. You can make up to 50 times what you put in. And on top of that, when you use code CHOICE, you will get 100% deposit match up to $50. And you will get 100% quick picks boost only when you use code CHOICE. On top of that, Real talk. Calm down back there. I know this is very exciting stuff. It doesn't get better than this. But trust me, real talk, I promise you, there's something else that you can look forward to because you compete against other fans, not against the house. So real talk, check this out. What if I was to tell you that you're competing against Chilltown? And if you could get more picks right than Chilltown, you will win the pot. You know, like it's very similar to the PCL. You were able to beat these guys in debates and you were able to move on to the championship until you ran into a certain somebody and you couldn't beat him. But you beat everybody else because you knew more about basketball than them. It's very similar on Splash Sports. If you get more correct picks right than the person that you're matched up against, you win the pot. And on top of that, once more again, if you use code CHOICE, you get a 100% deposit match up to $50 and 100% quick picks boost. It's so simple and easy. We're going to show you guys how to do it right now. Big Ox, cue us up, man. What you got for us? What we got on the slate tonight?
Obviously, we're going to go with the Portland Fire versus the Las Vegas Aces. I will be at this game tonight. I hope Asia suits up, man. She's a game time decision, but that's okay, y'all. I'm going to kick it off, and I'm going to start with Megan Gustafson. It seems like every time she plays against her old team, the Las Vegas Aces, she goes into a whole different mode. So I'm going to go with more than 12.5 points for Megan Gustafson.
Big Ox. You know, I would like to get a tall glass of Bryce Miller tonight, but we're not going to do any baseball picks. So I'll take a double tall glass of Angel Reese. Y'all, you already know. I don't got to tell you what to do. You already know what to go and do.
I got this.
Hey, Damien, you know who Jade Melbourne is?
Jade Melbourne? No.
You don't know a young Australian protege, point guard to play for the Seattle Storm? There she go there.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I don't know her like that.
Jade's a hooper. She are starting 1/2. She played a point, but we also have we start 2 point guards. But she
we got a few Aussies in the league.
We drafted her as a rookie. She left last year and then she ended up coming back. And now she's starting.
So I like to hear
more picks or what?
Today is the 9th. Ron, did you let's see. I just want to make sure that I'm anybody grab a cup of a dub of C-Dub? Anybody?
No. C-Dub's still available. So
C-Dub is available.
I got a queen size Reese's piece.
I was about to say, can I Ox, it's good to see you this afternoon, sir. I was wondering if I could get a tall glass of Catlyn Clarke today. Thank you very much.
Double C's.
Yes, sir.
She's not available.
Okay, so you added Catlyn Clarke. No problem. I'll pass on that. So what about, do you have any Mwangwa? Do you have any of that?
All-star, second year All-Star for your Seattle Storm.
Yes, sir. I will take a tall glass of Malanga.
Hey, Mars, if you ain't tapped into Dominique Malanga, boy, I'm telling you, and you better lock in. This is a future MVP right here.
Yeah, she's the real deal, and she's a kid too. Was she 20, Ron?
20 years old. She's broke all the scoring records for 20 and younger, which you typically know what that leads to.
Yes, sir. So I'll take a tall glass of Dominique Malanga. Yes, man. Yes, I will. How big is she legit, Ron? Was she about 6'6", 6'5"?
Yeah, 6'6". Yes. She go get a dunk here soon too. Shoot the three, shoot the mid range, cook you in the post, run the floor like a gazelle. She a problem. But all right, y'all, that's how we rocking on Splash Sports today. If you like our picks, which you should like our picks because you would like our picks if you knew ball, then you would take our picks and make our picks and get you some money with it. If not, if you do know ball more than the panel, perfect. Make your own picks, but ultimately get your own money on Splash Sports. Make sure to scan the QR code on the screen, use code CHOICE, and get your money. We'll see you guys in the winner's circle. All right, fellas. Let
me interject real quick, just on the WNBA side, Ron, because I know you're not going to bring this up because you don't do your job. But
Does he suck at his job, Swiper?
No, he just, it's fine. It's fine. So it's why
You know what's funny? Right quick, Swiper. Before you interject, let me re-interject and let the people know where they can find the best host in the world, the best host on the platform. If you guys want to hear a WWE host, a scammer, a pure hype man, then watch the press box, and you guys can tell me who should win host of the year. And you know why I'm bringing that up? Because the PC Chat Awards is coming up real soon, July 31st. So we will really see who's the panelists of the year. We will really see who's the host of the year. We will really get an opportunity to see who, in fact, is the yapper of the year. But ultimately, just tap into the press box on Wednesdays and on Sundays. You see on the screen the time. Back to yapper of the year.
First off, Ron, shout out to you, brother. Could you please put us all back on the screen so I can?
No, you had something you wanted to say. You wanted to interject. Now interject.
Some of this chill is no, Ron. Requires researching to do your job. Ron is not the best at that part of the job. You know what I mean? He comes up with the topics before, doesn't investigate at all, rounding the topics. But there is a Republican representative who said that they are going to potentially be engaging the DOJ. Concerning Catlyn Clarke because of the multiple attacks against her, even though she's transforming women's sports and inspiring a new generation of young girls to participate in athletics. And in his alleged letter that he has, he's also including there have been racist attacks and stuff on Catlyn as well. And Ox, obviously, you're the foremost, real talk as well, WNBA experts up here. Ox, do you foresee like this? Is this ever going to die down, do you think, with the stuff surrounding Catlyn and the casual fans who aren't actually involved in the sport at all? Like, do you think that this is going to be something that will simmer over time, or is this kind of here to stay?
I don't know. I can't call it. You can never gauge people's pettiness. That's what I was saying last year when y'all said I was trying to gatekeep the W. I was saying like some things need to be gatekept. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that aren't basketball fans that are only getting involved in the WNBA just so they can have, just hatred in their heart towards Catlyn Clarke and Angel Reese and all these players. It's really corny. Like it's just weird. So I can't call it, bro. I don't know. I have no idea.
And just so you know how big this is, as y'all know, I was in Indy this last weekend, moving weight. Shout out to Ron, making sure he has what he needs to do his job. So some of this is on the other side of this. There were regular people that are not tapped into the WNBA at all that were asking me, Ox, what do you think about Catlyn Clarke? What do you think about all the stuff surrounding her? They're literally, it's so big and exists so far beyond the sport. There are people that don't even watch basketball. They're asking questions surrounding this. So I think it's really good that obviously she made the league, and her and Angel, especially in NCAA, made the league, a lot more marketable. But yeah, it is interesting, the dynamics of, she also isn't having the greatest year, like obviously since her rookie year, she's still a really good player, but there is a lot of stuff I think that our ladies in the WNBA are having to deal with from like a lot of narrative stuff that's like different. It feels different than the NBA to a degree, if that makes sense.
I mean, it is different from the NBA, and I think it should be. And I'm actually glad that the WNBA they're blazing their own path, because like the best thing for them to do is to get away from people thinking that this should be just like the NBA or people trying to compare the leagues. The WNBA is its own entity. And on top of that, women's basketball is completely different from men's basketball. Women's basketball is more physical. It's more competitive. And by me saying that, that's no knock on the NBA. That's not me saying that these guys aren't competitors. That's not me out there saying that these guys aren't fighting for their lives. But like when you look at the WNBA, it's a lot more scrapping, pushing, grabbing, fighting, clawing. You can literally see the competitiveness in the game. There's more chirping. Like I know you guys seen this, what's her name? Sophie Cunningham, when she got into it with Dewana Bonner and she was pointing at her, they were about to fight. And these are former teammates too. So it's like the WNBA is its own entity, and it needs to build its own reputation. It needs to build its own character. It needs to build its own style. And I think they're doing a good job of doing that.
Is that what this is? Like, is this like the maturation process of the league, like being in the media and things? Because I've seen some things around like this is the first time potentially, I don't know if this is true, but maybe the first time that the W has been talked about in the media to like the same extent like the NBA would be in like a negative light. like we actually okay now with like, because the league's big enough to start criticizing these players on national platforms and going on podcasts and talking about who's who and who's not this person and who's better than that person. Is that what's going on here as well? Is the league just going through this like very natural, hey, we're global now, we've got millions of people, we've got millions of eyes, we can now get more critical about this product?
And yes, and that's thanks to Catlyn Clarke. Absolutely. Catlyn Clarke has put more eyes on the WNBA than in the past. And I think it's interesting. And she's not shooting, to Swiper's point, she's not shooting the ball particularly well this year. She's not shooting the long ball. Even though, isn't she averaging like 20 a game and like
she's still getting busy.
Something like that.
She's still top 5 in scoring and top 2 in assists.
Her and Kelsey are the leading backcourt in scoring since Diana and Cappie Pondex. So it's like they're balling still. Like Catlyn Clarke is still balling.
Nice as hell, right?
She's had a couple bad games and she got hurt a couple times, but Catlyn Clarke is still. She is still who she might not be who they say she is, but she's absolutely one of the elite basketball players in the game. But the problem with it though, Chill, it's just like people can't keep the WNBA with basketball. It's like when it comes to a lot of people that are in the W talking about the W, it's like they're not really concerned about basketball as much as they are with just narrative stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's why I don't like to talk about the W with a lot of people. If you're not really like watching the games and in the basketball, I don't really want to talk because it's always about Angel Reese and Catlyn Clarke. Like, I don't give a damn about Angel Reese and Catlyn Clarke. Like, there's so many really good basketball players in the WNBA that I don't really. To me, that's not. They're not even a fraction of what I care about in the WNBA. And on top of that, y'all got to remember, we're dealing with women, and women don't like each other. So
a lot more.
You know what I mean? Like
I disagree with that. To all the ladies that's watching the panel, I think you guys get along fairly well.
See, my thing is I'm actually a feminist, and I tell women the truth. So because I am
too, and that's why I lie to them because I respect them.
I respect women enough to tell them the truth. Like, they just don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So it gets petty, it gets tacky sometimes, but it's good basketball, y'all. It's really good basketball. What we got to do is we don't have to fuel the fire. Like, when people want to talk about the nonsense, we just, like, for me, it's just ignore it. Like,
don't you think that can potentially help the league? And the reason why I'm saying this is because. First off, you may have to attach to that storyline first to then start watching it. And it may have to take a couple storylines. But once you start watching it, then that could potentially bring you over to the side where you're like, okay, now I'm actually a fan of this. You just need it. Like for instance, like Swiper bring up all these shows. Let's say Dune, for instance. I've been hearing Swiper talk about Dune or even Love Island when people send through them super chats. You start hearing about it a little bit, and then you like, all right, maybe I need to go ahead and actually watch this. And then you watch it, so you know about the storylines, and then you watch it, and you're like, you know what? This actually is dope. I'm going to keep watching.
I don't know, Ron. Honestly, probably not. And even more so, I don't, I just want to just to be frank, I'm not really concerned with the growth of the WNBA because I watch it already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I watched it already, so I'm not gonna. It does nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? So just to be real about it. Like, if growing the NBA, that's their job. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch the W regardless. So
you sound like that old man.
Well,
that don't want the young punks around you.
Well, no,
I don't. I hate them little niggas, Ron.
But see,
I really do.
Wouldn't that help the league? Because, like, if the growth of the WNBA wasn't that, then the players that you would just hear about is Catlyn Clarke and Angel Reese. Like, they wouldn't know about Dominique Polawangwa.
Once again, though,
and on top of that, and on top of that, the basketball that you love to watch, because I know that you're an advocate of women's basketball. Like, the people wouldn't be able to see that, so the league wouldn't be as big a deal. So the players that are awesome, the people wouldn't be able to see them. That's why I think the addition of Catlyn Clarke enhances that, because now she's putting eyes on other players. She's putting.
He don't care what they see as long as he can see it.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying too.
That's so selfish,
but that's fine. Like, I don't care because real fans of the WNBA, ones that really watch women's basketball, we gonna watch it regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care if other people watch it, especially if you can bring in 10,000 more fans, and with them 10,000 fans comes 1 million assholes that don't care about it, then them 10,000 should have never came, as far as I'm concerned, because I'm gonna watch it anyway. So it's not my job to grow the W. It's the W's job to grow the W. I'm just here to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to gatekeep the W. I don't want to talk about the nonsense. I don't want to pretend like I think Angel Reese is on the same level as Catlyn Clarke. I don't want to have to do that. So I don't even want to get involved in it. I just want to watch the basketball games. Shout out to Asia Wilson. It is her league. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to watch basketball. I don't really care. I don't really care about the petty. I don't care about the petty shit. I don't care about, I don't care about any of that stuff at all. I think it's corny. I think that if you have to have a storyline to watch something and that's sports, then you probably shouldn't watch it. If you weren't into the NBA until it was, oh well, is Steph Curry better than LeBron James, or is, you know what I'm saying, whose league is this? Like, whoa, then just go do something else, bro. I just want to watch the game.
I get that, but you understand people grow at different levels. So for instance, I'm saying that to say Mars might not have got into the NBA until that was the main discussion, Steph Curry or Bron, because he was younger. And so some people are just getting into it. We have a lot of people that watch that are 18, 19, 20, and they might not just have been introduced to it. So this might be a lot of people. This is their first time getting into the NBA is watching this show. So I'm saying, like, people just they grow at different levels. So that's not what I'm talking about, Ron. I understand that. If you're a youngster and this just happens to be what's going on when you start watching something, then I'm not. That's whatever. I'm saying if you've just been against something, like if you this whole time we're like, I'm not watching them play. Like, women, if they put on skirts, maybe I'll watch it. And then all of a sudden you get into it just because it's messy and you want to be petty and stuff. Then, like, all right, that's cool for you. Weren't you the ones? Actually, never mind.
Hell no.
Never mind. Never mind. We don't gotta go there.
Never mind nothing.
Ox, I'm gonna change gears. I'm gonna get into these super chats. Salute to everybody that does watch the dub. Salute to everybody that's watching the video. I didn't bring anything up. I said, weren't you the one? And then I'll just stop talking. But anyways, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you become a member, especially because tonight is Thursday, which means we have our members only stream. Hey, who gonna be there tonight? I know Damien's gonna be there because me and Damien are right. Hey, our members only streams might as well be Dame with Ron. That's what it really might as well be. But who else is going to be there? Are any of you got other characters going to show up? I guess we'll just have to see, guys. Hey, the members only streams like a box of chocolates. Anyways, though, we have super chats. The first one is from Tupac Westside. Tupac said, "Morning, fellas. Can't wait to see AJ play. Even though I'm losing patience with this Kuminga trade, it's either happening or not. Also, unlike Love and B-Ball, I think The Wood is underrated."
Yep.
Thoughts?
Very underrated. Great movie. It's one of those
underrated in what way?
It's not as celebrated or talked about as like Love and Basketball, Brown Sugar.
Because it wasn't as good. That's why.
No, it was. It's just it's a high school coming up. It was a great movie.
It was a great movie, 100%, but it wasn't as good as those other movies.
But why wasn't it as good, though?
Talking about. First of all, the cast and
it's damn near same cast.
No, it's not damn near the same cast. So
actually,
she wasn't.
She did show up at the end. She was Alicia at the end.
When Alicia grew up.
That's what I'm talking about. But she was only. But the Wood cast actually was even better because it had Omar Epps and it had Tay Diggs. You know what I'm saying? And so when you put it all together, I actually prefer The Wood to Love and Basketball. But I think Love and Basketball and
Richard T. Jones was in that too. He was cooking, and then shout out Melinda Williams. Like obviously everybody remember Melinda Williams, and like Sanaa Lathan was in that movie. Like Lisa Ray was in that as well. Like that movie was. That movie was kind of stacked.
I don't think The Wood was a bad movie.
And then my boy got permission from OG Ox. Remember? Ran up to him, he like, hey man, you and my sister, blah blah blah, whoopty whoop.
Oh no, when he dropped them off after the game.
That was
the wood was a classic joint.
Like, of course, that's of course before he whooped his ass first. He had to whoop his ass first.
That was because
that's part of growing up.
That's he had dare, and then we don't do anymore, Ox, but we did when we were in middle school. You know what I mean? Little dare out there, and he did what he did, and then
I've never done that.
I'm saying we as in the people did that. Like people did that, and so that movie started off a whole trend. But he did what he did. He deserved to get whooped for that. 100%.
Absolutely.
He got whooped for the right reason.
If you never got threatened by somebody's big brother or touched up by somebody's big brother, and you probably wasn't. What was you doing when you was little? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. But nah, chill. I think that both of them are great movies. Honestly,
what was the damn?
Honestly, Swiper
underrated though.
Brown Sugar ain't on that level, bro.
Brown Sugar ain't on that level.
Brown Sugar was a good movie, but it ain't the wood.
What is it missing? What is it missing?
It just wasn't it.
Bro, we had most Def was in it.
Yeah, Queen
I think
Latifah,
Brown
right?
Sugar was actually. I think Brown Sugar was better than the wood.
And then remember
okay.
She was they both. Well, he was he worked. Did she work for a magazine? Source magazine or something like that?
She did.
He worked for a magazine. He was a hip hop exec. Label. Yeah, started his own record label. He wanted to go rap, or hip hop rather.
Remember the hip hop? That was with the hip hop Dalmatians, right?
Yeah, hip hop. Yeah. Oh yeah, the hip hop Dalmatians. Yep. And then remember, pulled up on his shorty, right at the dinner with the old boy. What was it, Lester, whatever his name was? That's probably where Ron got that from, Lester, whatever. And then ends up like that ring that I bought her, and he's like, I still paying for my own ring. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's too much information.
No, I mean, I look. Brown Sugar was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. I just
take some ginseng, you'll be good.
For my age, it was The Wood. It go to Wood, Love and Basketball, and then down here, Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar was a dope movie though.
Love Jones is old. I don't like Love Jones that much. I'll tell you that right now.
But Soul Food. Now that
Soul Food
was
a great movie.
There.
Great movie.
That's a movie for you.
Hey, back.
Damien, have you ever seen Soul Food?
I've seen Soul Plane.
Hey, Soul Plane clears them all.
No.
Hey, boy, that flight attendant. Oh my goodness.
Is that the best cast that we had though? Soul Food, Vivica Fox, Vanessa Williams, Nia Long.
Man,
they came with it on that too. They
we was going crazy.
No. Bro, we just talk about the sister side of that cast.
And when the cousin pulled up, Ox, and he was.
She was a home wrecker, Mars, just so you know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
She was a straight home wrecker.
Hey, cousin Faith come around, she gonna catch that work.
What? A home wrecker. I'm gonna run down some movies for you really quickly, Swiper. You tell me yes or no. So was The Wood better than Do the Right Thing?
Yes.
Yeah, for me, I love Do the Right Thing. Do the Right Thing is a great movie.
Oh, Do the Right Thing's more important.
He says Swiper, quiet Ox.
No, I want to contribute because he's seen these movies. He's the same age as me. Do the Right Thing is more important to film than
more
The
important
Wood.
For the culture. It was more important for the culture. Sure. How about 12 Years a Slave?
That's not even the same, Chill. That was 2012.
Just answer the question, fool.
Right. Well, the 12 Years a Slave is way better, but that's a horrible. That's not a feel good.
Wait. Hey, hold on, chill. Hold on, real quick. Because speaking of 12 Years a Slave, because you know how he made it home at the end, right? Yeah. So you know, I was doing stand up for a little bit, like for the past couple years. So I got a joke for about 12 Years a Slave. Because you know how he made it home, his wife, his daughter was growing, his wife was there. I said, see, the problem is you go be a slave for 12 years, and you come home, and you gonna tell her what happened. She gonna be like, oh yeah, what was the bitch name? Where was you at for 12 years? Oh my God, hey, that shit's hilarious. You gonna be a slave for 12 years, and she still gonna think you was that
that's a different category.
Keep walking out.
Okay, so
I'm walking out. If she do
12
that,
years a slave.
I wasn't enslaved for 12 years to come back home and deal with this bullshit.
All right.
Sure.
So
I'm going to Mars house and we're gonna figure it out after that.
So we're talking about The Wood. So again, who did we say not too long ago? So we talking about The Wood.
Do the Right Thing.
Loving basketball, like
Brown Sugar, Do the Right Thing.
Do the Right Thing. Let's see. How about Set It Off?
Set It Off is not as good, but it's good though.
Set It
Off
is
a good movie.
Set It Off clears. Absolutely.
So. That's a good movie.
How about Barbershop?
I like
funny movie, classic movie, but I still think the Wood is probably a better overall story. I mean, the whole story was like finding that what was it, the ATM. They found an ATM, got a $50,000 reward to keep the store open or whatever.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is not gonna be long, Ron. How about Poetic Justice?
It's a really good movie. That's a deep movie.
I do.
That's a deep movie.
Wait a second. Am I tripping? Or was that because I was listening? Was that Football Breakdown that was trying to say Poetic Justice wasn't a good movie?
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, he did say
tripping.
that.
It was tripping.
I'll stand with football.
So I don't think the Wood was better than Boys in the Hood or Coming to America. So I don't even want.
Wait, chill. Let me ask you. Higher Learning.
That's a movie right there.
I went to the movies to see Higher Learning. I think Higher Learning was better than The Wood. Yes, I do.
Yeah, Higher Learning was great.
What's y'all take on Jason's lyric though?
Jason's lyric is that's another one.
That was better than The Wood too. So that was just a few of them. That's just a few of them that I'm thinking about.
Little Bit of Blues, House Party Chill, Menace to Society. Menace to Society is the best one of them all.
What about Sugar Hill?
Sugar Hill's cold. New Jack City was cold.
First of all, Menace to Society is hype. It's cool. It's a good movie.
But that's the realest hood movie that's ever come out though. They didn't make it. He did not make it. That's how that story go.
Just because he don't make it.
If I'm not mistaken, did Ricky not get killed at the?
But Ricky did. Ricky got killed in Boys in the Hood. But like I'm saying, like that Menace to Society was like he's staying with his grandfolk. Remember he was stealing people's hubs and all that stuff. Remember I had the Jimmy on extra tight. I know it ain't mine. Cousin come back, try to smoke with him. They beat his cousin. Cousin come back, pull up on him, kill his cousin baby daddy. Like that movie was cold.
We seen the movie, but I'm saying like there's a lot of different endings that could be just as real. Just because
but OG
doesn't mean it's the realest. Like,
it was the cast too is what made that what it was. Paid in Full, Ox, great movie.
I'm Paid in Full is dope.
Set It Off. Obviously, you said the five heartbeats. You want to talk about it? I thought they were real, chill. I thought the heart is a house of love, and I've learned. I thought that was a real group.
No, it wasn't. It was definitely an act. But
and then
I don't think The Wood was. I don't think The Wood is overrated. I don't think it's underrated. I think it was a really good movie.
Class actor The Wood.
Class act with Kid and Play.
Yeah, the first one before House Party.
Y'all starting to underrate The Wood now. Like The Wood's better than a lot of
Class Act was crazy.
Class Act was not in the same category with The Wood. No.
Now House Party. House Party. Now that's different. House Party.
I think House Party was better.
That was just a funny spinoff. The realest movie at the time was.
What do you mean it was a spinoff? House Party came out first.
No. I think Class Act.
House Party is the original.
The first one came out.
Actually, did y'all know the story behind House Party? The guy he made it. Yeah, so it was actually a school project. One of the writers. And so if you ever seen, there is actually an original House Party. It's like a short film. It's actually kind of funny. Yeah. It was made as like a class project. I think the dude was going to Harvard, if I'm not mistaken. And he made it, and then he actually got it made about 3
I did not know about this.
Yeah,
it's online. There's a 20-minute House Party on 1983. Yeah. It's online.
Yeah. That's what I just said, Sniper.
No, I'm saying I didn't know that. I'm saying I looked it up just now. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's actually pretty dope when you hear the whole backstory.
Is Fresh the saddest movie?
No.
What's sad about Fresh?
Remember, he killed his wasn't
he had to kill the dog.
Nah, the dog, but Giovanni or Giancarlo, whatever. Didn't he have to kill his big homie because of his sister? He was like beating on the sister or something like that.
Yeah, but he wasn't a good dude though. He wasn't a good dude. And no, he didn't kill him. He didn't have to kill him. End up getting him arrested. That was that movie was all about chess. Like Fresh is fire. There ain't nothing sad about that movie if you ask me. I think that movie was dope.
It just felt heavy, bro. In Too Deep was good. All About the Benjamins, dog. That was a classic, bro. That's a classic, dog. I love that movie.
Man, yeah. You would
750.
You a cop, Jay Reed? You ain't no cop.
Hey, chill. The movie you said 12 Years a Slave. You need to keep 12 Years a Slave with like Glory and Amistad. That's where those things.
That's not in the same category with. Sure, I can get with that. Yes.
Amistad and Glory are much better than 12 Years a Slave, though.
Much better? Yeah, I mean, Glory is my favorite movie of all time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think those.
So basically, like, the Wood was a comedy / drama.
Chat's locked in.
Yeah. It was a comedy.
Yeah, like the best
/
man,
Yes.
booty call.
Oh man, that other best man, the second one, bro, that shit had me
Holiday
really in tears, bro. I couldn't handle it, bro. I was
we was crying. Yeah, that's crazy.
Not for. I was crying on that movie. That was too heavy for me. But let's get back to basketball, yo. I got some super chats.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Let's do it.
Shout out State Property, by the way.
Oh, you get down to lay down? Come on. Jalen Brooks. Mars, this is for you, Mars. So let me move you. Mars, why exactly would you even defend Luka? He's literally one of, if not the most inefficient in the league, and arguably worst defender in the league, and overrated passer. He's like Ant level at passing, so why defend him?
I don't think this deserves, to be honest with you, I don't even think this deserves a response. If I'm being honest with you. Like, Luka's an Ant level passer. Give me a break, man. Like, if you just want to be heard, just say, yo, I want to be heard. Like, no, he isn't. And if this is rage bait, this is like 2 out of 10 with the rage bait. I'm straight.
Yeah, we're in the off season. I prefer when the super chats like create something to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. Can we get something even more legit than
like there's ever a
bullshit?
time for you
Give me
to
a
send
break.
super chats and you can literally decide what topic we have for like the next half an hour. It's the off season because like there's no games for us to react to right now. Like
he's the most efficient. He's the most inefficient player in the league. So of all the 439 players in the league, he is the most inefficient player of all the I don't know how many superstars do we have in the league. If you guys had to run down the amount of no, I'm going to say superstars, stars. Let's say we had 20. Let's say we had 25. Let's say we had 25 stars in the league. He's the most inefficient of all 25 of these stars. Is that what I'm understanding? Give me a break.
Apparently.
Give me a break.
Man, at least that last super chat, at least he got us talking. You muted
Ron,
him.
you're so
at least that last super chat got
Ron,
us talking
you're
about
so,
good movies.
Apparently, I could psyop Ron into reading up on Dune. I need to psyop you in reading up on how to host. Your mic never is on when you come back on the stream, and
because you know what? When I'm not supposed to be talking, I mute my mic. You should learn how to do that.
I've been quiet today until I had to carry a segment that she'll ask the question about black movies. And because you haven't seen black movies, you don't involve yourself in that topic because you don't like those movies.
I don't involve myself in snooze fest.
I listened to this entire segment and none of y'all brought up Above the Rim, El Panel.
That was like 1996 basketball movie. I guess it does count. We said love basketball.
You know what? Above the Rim is a good movie, but it's another one of those movies. It's just like, come on, bro. Y'all not finna let this nigga out of jail to convince his son to go play for college. It's just like
He Got Game.
That's He Got Game, Ox.
Oh, my bad.
That's a real movie.
Okay, oh yeah. Well, okay. So Above the Rim.
Above the Rim is Shep. He comes back
I understand, but I'm like, come on, bro.
Convinces the young man
he's losing it. He's
how to
losing
not-
his
But
mind.
He Got Game is better than Above the Rim.
Black Man Can't Jump is the best possible. Right?
Thank you,
Ox.
Damien. Now you
Which one of those?
Wait a minute,
fellas.
Ron.
Now you cooking,
Ron.
Damien.
We're not
one
about to get back into these movies.
Ron,
If y'all want to talk
answer.
movies, we got the members only
Ron,
stream
just
tonight.
tell us an answer right
Yo,
now.
Ron.
What do you think is better?
Ron. You want to
Out of what?
He Got Game and Above the Rim.
Coach Carter. Drink more water. Drink More Water sent through a super chat and said, do you guys think the NBA offseason moves too fast? The NBA Finals was less than a month ago, and we already had the draft, free agency, and some summer league games. In my opinion, there needs to be more time in between events.
What?
Absolutely not.
So how much time needs to be in between these events? Okay, so the NBA Finals, those are the last 2 teams playing in the league. That's it. So the other teams, they haven't been doing that. They haven't been doing nearly as much. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, the draft is a week after, and with the draft being, I think the draft is a week after the finals end, something like that. And because if I'm not mistaken, in the WNBA, I think the draft is like 2 days after. If I'm not mistaken, it's like right after the NBA championship.
Chill. You also can't plan exactly when the NBA finals are going to end because you
No,
don't
you're
know
not.
if it's
You
going to
cannot.
be 4 games. You don't know how long the conference finals is going to go.
You
So
can't.
you know.
And then on
I've
top
heard
of
this
that,
argument before.
so we're clear. The summer league ends on the 19th. I don't know if you know this, but we ain't got nothing else until training camp opens. Like FIBA ain't going on. Like we don't have that this summer. We don't have the Olympics going on this summer.
I
so
think
we don't
that
have
could
anything else going on.
I mean,
that could be why he's saying space it out more though. So so the season doesn't just end and then we got to wait 3 months for something else to happen.
Chill. You haven't seen braidless SGA suiting up for Canada?
I have seen braidless SGA.
So we got basketball.
They're still cleaning up the city of New York, chill, and we're already on to Summer League.
Hey,
we actually should talk about the qualifier games at some point, even though they haven't been super competitive yet. But yeah, shout out to SGA. I don't like it, but I just can take me a while to adjust though.
Do we have FIBA this summer?
Yeah, it's going on right now.
World Cup qualifiers right now.
World Cup qualifiers.
I don't know why it's not bigger than what it is.
Right.
I think it's still good basketball, but for some reason it's just not really in the media.
It's not the actual tournament. It's qualifying.
And sometimes the
Jovic has been hooping. The Serbia hooping period,
which is the preliminaries.
Larson's been cooking.
That's what the qualifiers are, the preliminaries, basically.
Yeah.
So Canada's playing against who?
Puerto Rico. Who else should they play against?
I don't know. I'm not locked in. We just got Kawhi.
I am not. I'll be lying to you if I said I was locked into what was going on in FIBA. I didn't even know that.
I see highlights on Twitter. That's about as far as I go.
Yeah,
they just show up on my
I have
none of these teams can hold a candle.
Yeah,
right now,
Serbia played
Canada
Boston.
going off too.
Serbia played Boston. Then they played Switzerland the other day. Turkey has also been playing as well.
It's Turkey, Swiper. Enough with the Turkey shit.
No, that's how you pronounce
it.
Turkey. And matter of fact, if you watched the World Cup, which I know you didn't,
I did actually, and I'm
absolutely pronounced it a Turkey.
And that's some dumb shit too.
It's not. That's how you say it.
They've decided that that's how they want their country to be called.
Yeah,
so
that's not Turkey.
So now they changed the spelling. What is it? T-U-R.
No, they didn't change it. It's T-U-R-K-I-E-Y-E.
Them jive turkeys. Hey, they don't got power to tell us how we gonna pronounce it. It is Turkey.
You're so strong.
And if they keep doing this, we gonna put the jive in front of it.
You're so strong in American. No, so strong. I'm sure both you and Ron say. You both say Iran when you say Iran.
Iran.
As well. Yeah, exactly. It's Iran. It's Turkey. That's not how you say it.
There's certain words that we pronounce that they can't pronounce. So when they say it,
y'all grew up around a lot of immigrants. You know how some immigrants
I grew up around some Puerto Ricans.
Ron is an immigrant. He should.
I grew up around a lot of immigrants, and like
California was technically Mexico, so I don't consider them immigrants.
Fair enough. But I grew up around a lot of immigrants who maybe had some hard names, some hard last names to pronounce. And at some point, they just gave up on trying to get people to pronounce it the right way, and they just gave up and they just said, okay, however you pronounce it. They started to introduce themselves like with the wrong pronunciation, just so other people could pronounce their names.
Yeah, they Americanized their name.
People must.
My last name is not easy to pronounce. I am not letting you off the hook. Mishevic.
Okay, yeah,
but people call it Misovic.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's Mishevic. I will sit with you for 5 minutes until you pronounce my name right.
I mean, it's not hard. That's not hard to pronounce. It's the spelling of it though. Like when we see it, but based on the way that we pronounce things,
yeah, you see the
we think it's Mishevic.
How long?
Yeah, but we don't have curly accents in our language, so we don't.
Yeah, but
like if you speak English,
you see the way they spell Turkey. You should pronounce it how it's spelled.
Yo, but look, this is the thing though, Pin. So if your name is hard for me to say, and
they changed it overnight though.
Yeah, I hear.
I can't just sit there with you for 5 minutes.
They did not change it overnight.
Especially if it's not on purpose. I'm like, okay, my bad, bro. But I can't sit here for 5 minutes.
And people who have names like Ron, people who have names like Ron, Daniels are not going to know.
That's not my actual name. I've grown up my whole life my name being mispronounced too, so I know how that goes.
What is your name?
L host Daniels.
It's LeBron, actually. It's not Ron.
No, I know that.
Jermaine, keep my business out the streets. Damn,
Jermaine.
Now that everybody knows
your Instagram handle.
Everybody don't follow me on Instagram. I'm not as big as you guys.
What the hell?
I don't talk basketball on Instagram.
My point is, if you got a weird name, I don't know how many people in the chat got weird names, maybe difficult names, maybe you have an African name, an Asian name, whatever. Make sure people pronounce your name right. It is like the thing about you, and I swear to God, it's so dehumanizing to let other people mispronounce your name and just kind of nod along because you're afraid to correct.
It's not that big of a deal.
People.
No, it's not that big of a deal.
It's
to be honest with you, I'm with
if it bothers you, correct him. If it doesn't bother you, don't correct him.
My name is spelled with a J. My name is not spelled with to Penn's point. My name is spelled with a J, not a G. I'm not a germ. I'm not infested with anything. No.
So if you went to Sri Lanka and they called you Germain, I'm pretty sure you correct it.
I'm not trying to hear that. I've been to seminars. I've been to places when
pronounce
my name was spelled
right
with a G, and I'm like,
if it bothers you, correct.
But you can't be mad at people for meeting you for the first time, and based on the way your name is spelled, that they pronounce
you
it the wrong
just
way.
said we don't care what their pronunciation is. I'm not saying it like that. You just said that.
Sometimes
you
it's not how
What I'm saying is it's spelled turkey.
No, it's
you guys have been called.
Just changed it.
All right, but here, no, they did just change it. But what I'm saying is, you guys have been called Turkey since Kingdom Come, and now all of a sudden, overnight, don't call me Turkey.
You heard me call them Turkey last summer when they were playing in the Euro Cup.
Let's do a little.
How long has this been going on?
Iran.
Iran. It's Iran.
It's pronounced
not
Iran.
Iraq. It's pronounced Afghanistan, not Afghanistan. These are simple.
I don't got time for that. This is America. Your mama should have named you Chad, Brad, Chris, or Kevin. Can we move on?
No, colonizer. That's exactly what that sounds like. That's crazy.
It is. That's crazy.
No. It's just that it's just like I can't sit here with you for 10, 15 minutes and try to pronounce it correctly. If I'm sorry that I'm American and my mouth don't work like that. I can't say that. I'm sorry. What? I tried, and I'm definitely not going to disrespect you. I'm not going to disrespect you, but you're not going to sit here with me for 15 minutes.
You say Giannis's name all the time.
Say my name like this, man. Well, look,
but
I could just be like, "Hey, you," but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to say your name.
Sometimes it's an honest mistake, though. Sometimes it's honest.
A lot of times it is. Nobody's trying to mispronounce your name.
Hold on. But these purple Smurfs aren't actually doing that, though. They're saying that regardless of how you need me to say your name, I'm not going to say it that way if I don't want to. See, that's what I'm saying. These two Smurfs.
Well, yeah, they don't.
I'm sorry.
To be fair,
They do. And on top of that, you learn Antetokounmpo. You have no issue with that.
Swiper. Why don't you just go back where you came from?
Damn.
What? All right. The next super chat I got is from Buzz Trophy. Buzz Trophy said, Damian, I saw your tweet about the Los Angeles Lakers offseason, and I'm kind of confused why did you expect the Los Angeles Lakers to be contenders in one offseason? There's nothing they could have done to be contenders. They was starting from such a low bar or from such a low place.
Well, number one, it's not one off season. They've had 2 off seasons and 2 trade deadlines. So that's number one. And this is the off season that they promised Luka publicly that they were going to build him a contender. And they went into the off season in the best possible position to do that. They had the most cap space in the league, 3 first round picks they could trade, host of second round picks they could trade, options they could trade, and the literal definition of a contender is a realistic chance of winning it all. And even if all the cards fall right, this team is not in a position to win. They don't have a puncher's chance. So I don't think they've done enough. It's arguable that this current team is better than last season, even for me, to be honest. For a team that won 53 games last season, was a 4th seed, won a playoff series without basically two of their best players and their big 3 combined to miss 71 games too. So I just don't think they've done enough incrementally to put themselves in a position to even have a fighter's chance at the moment. The offseason is not done, but they've also exhausted all their draft capital and things.
Would a Kuminga Vanderbilt swap change your mind at all?
I think they would get better with it. But again, when you don't have wing depth or wing defenders, Jared Vanderbilt's defense might actually be of value now, which is really interesting. So I think Kuminga's a better player than him. But even if Kuminga came, it's not really moving the needle for me, man, to be honest with you.
All right, y'all. I got another super chat, which kind of speaks into what we were just talking about. I'm not going to say, well, actually, it's from Joshua. I'm not going to say his last name because I'm going to let you guys do that. Joshua sent through 20, is that pounds?
Yep.
20 pounds and said, try to pronounce my surname. Only Tamils can get it right. I promise. Tamos,
Okay.
what's a Tamo, first off?
That's how they pronounce it. If you ever came to Toronto, you'd meet a lot of Tamil people.
Sure, Yakamar.
Well, no.
What is that though? Where
Joshua.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, what's a, first off, what's a Tamil before you guys butcher
Bro,
this?
People
Sri
from
Lanka,
it's people
Oh,
from
Sri Lanka.
it's
I
people
think
from
so.
Sri Lanka and South Asia. So sorry, South
okay.
India. So people from the I think it's called Tamil Nadu.
Like Jay,
Shout out Sri Lanka for real.
Shout out to
There you
Jalen
go.
Carter.
Okay, let's see here.
About 80 people
Surya
globally.
Kumar. Is that correct?
Dravidian.
Surya Kumar. There we go. Tell me if I got it right.
62-10.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
close, bro. I know I'm
62-10.
pretty close.
That's how I would pronounce it.
That's how you pronounce it too? Okay, go.
I would just say Joshua.
I'm pretty Surya.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, I did.
You know what it is? It's like that the
Joshua
first
Kumar.
part. Because I met people named Kumar, right? But they call him Kumar because of Harold and Kumar, but it's Kumar. So Surya Kumar. There we go. That felt right. Yes. There.
Yeah,
Nice.
it sounded good.
Good work,
Sounded
guys.
Yes. I am not Tamil. So you are
Hey.
wrong.
Really? Wow.
Really.
All right. Anybody else want to take a stab at it?
Rory Yakamar. Yeah, I mean, it's that's how it sounds to me. But if it's it could be different. I'm willing to learn people's last names, obviously. So I mean, I got a lot of Hispanic people that I'm around anyway. They, so I'm learning Spanish actively 256 days in a row. So
Swiper, you'd be very interested to know that South Asia is producing some of the best films in the world right now. There's some
I
great
know.
ones,
Shout out
dude.
Bollywood. Also, South Asia is producing something else that's really great.
I ain't talking about Bollywood. I'm talking about like the independent art house shit that's coming from like Bengali films and like, man, damn, it's great.
I'll tell you what else South Asia is producing. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. I love these South Asian cultures.
We know you be over there. We know you be over there all the time doing what you do.
Yep.
Wait,
You ever dated
you said
South
Bengali? Like is that like Bangladesh or is that like in India?
I think so. Yeah.
Hey, Swiper,
Bengali.
them ain't girls.
That's your wrong country. Wrong country. Wrong country.
So you'd be surprised. Like, there's like hundreds of languages in that country.
Mm-hmm.
People think it's just like one or two. It's a lot, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know a little bit about India. Punjab.
You ever been?
I know a little bit. No, I haven't, but I do know.
You be the tallest person in that country.
My kids are part.
You might be like the 8th tallest person in that country when you go. I'm just kidding. They got some tall people.
My kids are part Indian.
For real? I did not know that.
Yeah,
Shout out to Ox.
Yeah.
We share similarities.
Her dad's 6'6".
What? Wow. Yeah.
Shout
I mean,
out.
yeah, that's crazy.
I knew we were brothers, man. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
South
India
Asian
got some
people are
tall people. And they got some short ass
I'm
people
trying to
too. They
claim
had
everything. So
y'all remember the two Canadian guys, Sim Buller and
colonizer.
Sam Buller?
facts.
Those guys were like 7'4", 7'5".
So you telling me that they in Bangladesh making movies now?
They been making Ox.
I think every country makes.
They
movies.
produce. I think they produce more films in that country than America. It's ridiculous.
That's fire.
Ridiculous. Oh shit! We
got another one. Is that Fashion?
Yeah, I like those. I
That
like
Fashion?
Fascione.
I've been saying fashion for the
Fascione.
longest, but I
Make fascione.
Jake.
shout out Jake.
Fashion.
Hey,
Is it
let us
French?
know in the
Is
chat
that
if we're getting your name right, Jake.
Is that French? I don't want to.
I thought it was Italian.
Yeah, it looks Italian.
I'd assume it's Italian, but yeah, Joshua and Jake.
It's Italian. Shout out, man. Hey, drop your last names in here. Social Securities too.
Someone might do that.
Ron,
Do that at your own risk.
Ron, you know what yours is? 000000001. That's yours.
Fashion.
Shout out to you.
The King Slayer 44 sent through $9.99 and said, I sent this late yesterday, but I want to hear everyone else's opinion. Bron is closer to KD as a scorer than KD is to MJ.
I said I agreed yesterday, so I still agree today.
Who do you think is the better scorer between the two? You think KD's the better scorer than Bron, Mars?
I think KD's the second best scorer ever, but I could make the argument for Bron over KD, and I wouldn't feel bad about it because I probably have Bron third. So,
What is the difference though? Because Bron has the better playoff scoring, final scoring. I'm saying like situationally, right? Like regular season, most points. But like in playoffs, I think LeBron's been a better scorer. In the finals, obviously been a better scorer, I think, for the most part. What do you think it is then that like, what's the separator for you?
The aesthetics. It's beautiful.
I don't agree with the final spot. Like, that's all. But that's fine. But I mean, Bron's been there so much.
Yeah, he's been there so many times. Yeah, 2007, 2011.
I mean, unfortunately, if we want to talk about the finals and the times he's been there, he hasn't been a better scorer.
And KD's been to
KD's been there 3 times.
Three and a half times.
I just want to let y'all know that y'all are
3 and 11 minutes. Times, yeah.
KD's the more gifted scorer. LeBron's probably the more consistent scorer, I'd say.
And that's the thing. If we're talking about both of them like at their best in scoring, I honestly think Bron's probably harder to guard. And that sounds crazy because like KD is unguardable, but like Bron's, I think you can scheme for KD a little bit more because Bron he's so strong.
I agree.
You know, so explosive. You know.
Is MJ clear them both though?
I don't think he clears them. I don't think he clears them, but I do think he's better. I'm comfortable. I'm what I've adopted on this panel. I'm comfortable saying MJ is a better scorer than KD and James.
Comfortable?
I'm comfortable saying that.
Everybody should be comfortable.
You the best regular season scorer, you the best playoff scorer, you the best final scorer, like you the best everywhere you go. Like, and then it's like it's not just the versatility part, like cool, he didn't shoot the 3. Like, I'm not even gonna do that. It wasn't his era. Like, he didn't shoot the 3, but there was no way to slow him down from scoring the basketball. That just didn't exist. And he scored more than everyone ever. And he played in it like in the 90s in particular. Like, it was slower than it was in the 60s in comparison to like a Wilt Chamberlain, who's also up there in the points per game stuff. But his playoff stuff is not even close. His final stuff is not even close. He scores more than Bron. He scores more than KD. Like,
on an average, sure, yes.
I think it's MJ.
I mean, chill. You know,
obviously, yeah. Bron played for 23 years. Yeah, obviously.
I can definitely get
because I don't think MJ's the best scorer. I mean, y'all to me, it's Shaq for me.
Oh,
no, it's Shaq. Okay. Like, and I mean, I know.
Oh, if you want to say like singularly, everyone at their best, who's the best scorer?
That's a different conversation.
I could see an angle for how you could get to Shaq.
What's the gap between KD and James? And the reason why I'm asking that is because
I think it's physicality, Chill.
And that's why I think James is better. For that reason right there, is because I feel like he has something that I could get to that you just can't stop. Kind of like with Jabbar. Very much like when Jordan.
KD had that too, just shooting mid-range jumpers.
But here's the difference with that though, Mars. I feel like that's more defensible than a guy getting downhill regularly. Because I feel like a guy getting downhill regularly, I feel like that wears on you. And as much as it wears on you, I feel like it opens up so much more of my ability to score as I continue to do that. If I'm thinking about KD, if I'm giving up the mid-range KD, like is KD going to knock that down all night long, every night? Like James is getting to the rim every night. That's not moving. I'm getting to the rim every night on
KD used to get to the rim a lot.
He did get to the rim, and I'm glad you brought that up, Penn.
KD was also a 90% free throw shooter.
He could definitely get to the stripe. Yes, he can. I think that with Penn, the fact that you brought that up, people look at KD today, and I always bring up KD from 11 to 14. That's the KD that I want people to go watch. I don't want you to watch KD when he was with the Warriors. I don't want you to watch KD when he first came into the league. Watch this KD from 2010-11 to 2013-14. Go watch that.
It's the evolution of the man, Joe. Like,
yes.
I mean,
go watch that dude in particular.
But LeBron's similar. Like if you watch early LeBron, there's a lot more rim attacks. But you watch later LeBron, there's more post ups. There's better, shooting. You gotta evolve, man. It's just like,
does that matter to you, Penn? Since we're on that subject,
yes,
and you as a bucket getter, like, does it matter to you that as time goes on, I'm able to change with the game?
Absolutely.
Because Jabbar had this one thing, and like the game got faster. I'm still gonna scout you to death.
Yeah, so like, this is why I reject most notions of all-time greats not being able to scale their game to a different era, because I think great players find a way. They'll always find a way. I don't care if you think Jerry West is not athletic enough. He would find a way. I don't care if you think
these dudes in this era.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just like that's where I see it as like
fight it all you want,
I don't want to fight. I want to focus on
you can see it with KD, LeBron, and MJ. Those three specifically, but there's many other examples. You can see an evolution of their game that as they lost one thing, they pushed their powers into another area of the game. If they slowed down a little bit, they couldn't rim attack as much. They figured out the floater. They figured out the mid range. They figured out the long ball. So it's just like when I see it, it's just like if you're great, you're gonna find a way to be great. I don't care who your opponent is. I don't care you get an Achilles tear. You just find a way because that's just like your identity is greatness, domination. I gotta win. So it's just the same thing with Kawhi. Like I'm gonna say this, like Kawhi was definitely a much more defensively scaled player when he won his first Finals MVP. Now look at the 3-point shooting. Like we have evolved from a prospect who we had question marks about jump shooting to a guy where you can close your eyes and guarantee he's going to hit his three. It's just, this is the work. And
the thing that one of the reasons why I feel the way I do about James as a bucket getter is because his ability to get to the rim. But to your point, and also the evolution, the game was changing. They were moving further away from the basket. We were playing more at the long ball line. And James implemented that into his game and became much better at that as time went on, as opposed to my athleticism is going to start to wear. And when my athleticism wears, I'm not going to be able to just continue to put my head down and get to the rim. I have to expand my game because this is the way the game is going. Not everybody, because Mars hammers this point home to me all the time. Chill. You think dudes could just shoot the basketball. You think dudes could just be better at this. James actually got better as a long ball shooter as time went on. He worked on it and became an efficient long ball shooter. He became an even better pull-up jump shooter as time went on, because before that, he was just put my head down, get to the rim. I could knock down a 17-footer. I could knock down the long ball from time to time, but it wasn't something that was deadly where you can't leave me open, because if you leave me open, this is going to be a dagger. And he continuously proved that.
You remember Rocky
to Penn's point as well.
Go ahead.
To Penn's point as well, it's like being smart as well. Like James still understands that he's one of the best players in transition. Like I think he was second in the league transition points last year. I think they just find, like to Penn's point, they will find ways to score the basketball, man, when you're that good.
It's like Leo Messi, right? There's so many evolutions of Messi's game because we're in the World Cup and they're going to play soon. But, like there's so many evolutions of his game where he's leveraging one strength, but now he's leveraging another strength. And LeBron James might be the first player in NBA history that I could say realistically has 3 careers wrapped into one career. And they're all Hall of Fame careers. Every single one of them. So you get raw, athletic, rim attacking LeBron.
Than all of you guys.
Yeah. And then you get to about 2009 where he just perfects that version of himself, where it's like maximum output. You get to 2012, 2013, you get another, whoa, I've never seen LeBron like this. This is another great one. You get to 2018, it's like old man LeBron, but it's like completely different player in it. Like there's similarities across. He's still high IQ, he's still big, he's still a good, he's still a good scorer, etc. It's just he's scoring in very different ways. You see his shot charts, they change, and it's just like he's just chill. I know you watch the Rocky movies. You remember Rocky 6? Where Rocky is way old, or maybe Rocky Balboa. I think it was
Rocky Balboa.
No, Rocky Balboa, right? And then he's training, and it's just like, oh, we need speed. You ain't got it.
You got arthritis in your hands.
You ain't got it. You got arthritis in your hands.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, and what are we gonna do? Strength. We're gonna go all strength.
Strong as hell.
So great trainers, they train the great players this way. They say you've lost X, Y, Z in twitch, quickness, rim finishing. We're gonna figure out the jump shooting. So
I think about to Miles, to your point, when you talk about KD, I think about the evolution of KD. I think KD from 2010, 2014, I don't think he knew how to play basketball like he did when he got with the Golden State Warriors, because I think that was a different level of basketball that he was playing. I think that he was a lot smarter playing with them. I think that he was a lot more efficient, even though his scoring average went down. I think, and he struggled in that system initially because he was trying to understand exactly how to play off the ball, not just how to play off the ball, but how to play without the ball, how to get myself open, how to get other people involved and let other people score when I'm being double teamed instead of me taking the basketball with 2 guys on me. I think that he learned how to play basketball then. I think that from that era, from 2010 to 2014, Damian, I'm looking at a guy who is faster and stronger than most of the defenders that he's dealing with. But I think that his ability to score I think that it got enhanced when he played with the Warriors because I think he saw the game different. And that's what I'm thinking about when I think about the evolution of the game.
Warriors just got like single coverage all the time.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. So here's the thing, Swiper. So the 2 and 3 guys I got hanging on me when I'm 17 feet away from the basket, well, I only got one of those guys now. So now I got to understand how to slow myself down because when I got 2 guys on me, when I got 3 guys on me, okay, I got to process stuff a lot quicker than I would if I had just one guy standing in front of me.
It was a more advanced system in a lot of ways, yeah.
Well, to be fair, though, they implemented Kevin Durant ran basically almost the same offense though for himself as he did in OKC. Like he ran a lot of isolation, and they did a lot more post-ups and isos for Kevin Durant than they did in any other time of the Warriors iteration.
Was completely different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this KD
so his efficiency jumped because the spacing, the attention he was getting, how many times
KD did the same thing, just with much less defensive pressure. And then every time you did try to do something to him, then he was able to get off the ball, and then everybody else was able to go.
Did y'all catch the episode with Bob Myers and Rich Paul? Yeah, like so they were talking about Kevin Durant and his decision to go to the Warriors, and he said, at least, and I've been saying this for years, and I'm so glad that Bob Myers finally confirmed this, said most of his decision came down to just wanting to play with those guys. Like he just wanted to be like happy, basketball happy. It wasn't about rigging a ring or anything like that. He just wanted to see himself in that system with the way they played after years and years of playing in a system.
Just wanted to play with some winners.
No, he wanted to play with spacing because he winners. Ron, like this is not like novel to KD. I understand the optics of it were the worst for KD or LeBron with his decision, or but like look across sports. Messi once played with Ronaldinho. It was brilliant. We got to see like great players make other players who are also greater. I've always believed this. Like you're the average of the 5 people. Iron sharpens iron. All this stuff. So like. You'd think that Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki being on the same team for all those years didn't make each other better? Of course they did. So we always want to resist stars linking up, but sometimes you don't realize. Sometimes when 2 really like great alpha dogs link up, they push each other a lot and they bring out the best in each other. I guarantee you, KD became a better player because he played with Steph, and vice versa.
Yeah,
and
Steph taught him how to be a winner. Draymond taught him how to be tough.
But you're not saying that
Klay taught him how to shoot.
How to be a winner? No, man. I'm not trying to teach you how to be a winner. I'm trying to bring out something in you that already exists. You already a winner.
Oh, they taught him how to be a dog.
Yeah, like all of us up here, when we be going at you about the host thing, it's because we know deep down somewhere you got a good host buried in you. Somewhere. We're trying to bring it out.
Yeah, we just got to find it. We got to find it.
What if we're bringing out that thing that's in you and we're bringing it, and so what if somebody's bringing it out of you? I mean, that's part of you becoming who you are. I watched a great documentary a couple of nights ago on Netflix. It was about Chris Evert-Lloyd and Martina Navratilova, and Martina Navratilova was tight with Chris Evert, and Chris Evert was kicking her ass consistently. That's of course until Martina Navratilova ran into Nancy Lieberman, and Nancy Lieberman said the only reason why she kicking your ass because you're too cool with her. That's why she's kicking your ass. Like you can't hang with her and be a competitor with her like that. Come to find out, Martina Navratilova, who's a tennis player, by the way, she starts making some distance between her and Chris Evert. And not only does she start making distance, she starts getting in better shape. Her backhand is better. Now her forehand is better. And that gap starts to close. She starts kicking her ass. Nancy Lieberman bought that dog out of Martina Navratilova. Kobe Bryant bought that dog out of Pau Gasol. If it's not in you, we can't put it in you. But I'll be damn sure we can get it out of you, though. 100% we can get it out of you. And a guy like KD playing with the Golden State Warriors, did he have that dog in him? Obviously he did. And running with those dudes, I think Draymond might have brought it out of him even more. And as a bucket getter, him playing with Draymond, I think that made him even more efficient and more even better as a bucket.
Or maybe he was playing with another top 3 player on the earth, and he had the best defense in the league, and he had the 2 best shooters in the league outside of him. Maybe that just was the case, but I don't know. Maybe he had to be taught to be a winner. Hey, maybe you guys are right. But let's run to the next super chat. And then I have something special that we're going to get into today because the chat awards are right around the corner. And we have some nominations for a certain award. If you're on our Twitter or if you're on our Instagram, you may have seen this. Or if you're obviously watching on YouTube, but if you watch our YouTube post, maybe you've seen it. But before we get to that, Jake Fascione sent through $10 and said, I'm not a member, so I can't type in the chat, but it's pronounced Fascione.
Fascione. Fascione.
Sorry, we said, isn't it?
Yeah, Fascione sounds better.
Cheaper. It would have been cheaper for him to become a member.
Okay, Jake,
type it in the chat and say, "Look,
Jake,
I'm about to."
He could have been a member for 5 months with the $30 that he spent.
hang on.
I mean, I get shots to you.
Jake,
6 months actually.
Jake, I hate to tell you this, you don't know how to pronounce your own name. I'm sorry. This is not
by show of hands. By now that's crazy.
It's Turkey. No. After that, it's Turkey. I would never say, "Hey, you don't know how to pronounce your name."
First of all,
Mister, I'm gonna make sure you say my name right.
He doesn't actually know how to pronounce his name.
Right?
That's
Bro,
exactly what he just
Mars,
said.
shut up. Okay, first of all,
Oh,
yeah, literally shut your mouth because quite frankly, I lived in Italy for 2 years. I lived in Italy for 2 years. I am partially Italian. It is not Fascione. I don't.
Just because you live there, Pin, that does not make you partially Italian. That
Oh,
does not.
No. Chill.
Oh, you do have
absolutely
Italian. You have Italian
my
blood.
mother is half Croatian, half
Okay, so
Italian.
you do have Italian blood. Okay, I can get with that. All right.
Fascione.
Okay, I got you. But with that,
Oh, it's
with that being said,
Fascione.
No,
by
it's
show
not.
of hands here, how many of
You
you
and
guys in
Jake
here-
both don't know what you're talking about.
Ron, how many of you guys in here-
Buddy's name the way he told me his name is pronounced. That's what I'm gonna do.
I am
How many of
actually.
you
Well, I'm
guys
calling
in
Jake,
here?
actually, but-
How many of you guys of the seven of us that's up here? By show of hands, how many of you guys agree that Kevin Durant's the same player he was in 2016 that he was in 2018?
Sorry, I don't know why I mispronounced that. Fasciano.
I don't think he's the same. No.
One more time, Chill.
By show of hands, how many of you in here think that Kevin Durant in 2018 is the same player that he was when they lost to the Warriors in 2016?
Yeah,
I don't think it's too far off.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, not being too far off and being the same player are two different things.
All right. I mean, he might be a little better. Yeah, I think he's relatively the same player.
He was just playing with a better team. He was the same player.
So I think he processed the game different. I think he slowed himself down. I think he had a confidence about him.
But Chill, it's easy to say that.
There was less to process. I think there was less to process.
It's easy to say that when you got guys that's making the game easier for you.
Yeah, I got Klay Thompson over there.
Yeah,
not Andre
weird.
Roberson. And on top of that, I got Draymond Green right here. That's thinking, knows where I'm at already. He's thinking not two plays ahead as far as possessions, but two movements. So when I look at basketball, like you in order to be a good passer, a good facilitator, you got to look at it like planes. There's planes on the floor. This is the first level of what's happening here. There's a next level of what's happening here. There's a next level of what's happening over here, and there's even another level back there. Good passers can see all of these planes and know if I make the bounce pass here, who can get to it? If the offense is moving this way, which person on the defense, what plane are they on, and how fast can they move there? You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant went to playing with the guy like Russell Westbrook, who's seeing a couple planes ahead, a little more elementary. But then you got over here with the Warriors, I got Steph, Klay, Draymond, Andre Iguodala, all these dudes that are thinking that are seeing past the first, second plane. They can see all of this. So it's like, I don't have to process for everybody.
Okay, you don't have to
they're
process.
processing for me. So it just opens up so much more for me to where I'm the same player, but it's more open. I'm getting easier looks because Draymond Green's passing the ball where I'm already gonna be, as opposed to what was it, Serge Ibaka and all them dudes. It's like they're not.
So is that
really
all? So
seeing
I
it.
just want to and again, we talked about Kevin Durant as a bucket, and we're gonna move on from this, Ron. But the thing that I'm having a problem with Ox and the rest of you guys is the disconnect that I'm having is Kevin Durant is now playing with smarter basketball players. I am not going, and not only smarter basketball players, he's playing in a smarter, more efficient system. I am not going to be the same guy looking like that. If I walk into a class with smarter people, I have to be smarter now. I'm not just going to be the same guy that I was, because if we're using that logic, if I play with worse players, am I the same player? No, these guys are going to minimize
those aren't the same
my game.
thing, though. Chill,
It's
like
a
that analogy.
100%
No,
thing.
it's not. That analogy doesn't work. If I'm in class with you, unless it's a class where we're doing group projects or where I can look at your paper, you being smart has nothing to do with me being smart. In basketball, we're sharing the same court, we're sharing the same ball, we got the same.
We got to run the same. Sharing the same teacher.
But that's not the same thing. We got to turn.
Everyone in the class don't get the same
Hold on, chill,
grade
because we
for a
got to turn in separate work.
Yes, we do.
Unless it's a group project.
Andre Iguodala's not turning in the same work that Kevin Durant
is. Chill. So just try to get with me for a second. Let's not try.
Come on, chill. Wrap your brain around this. It's not that hard.
Let's try to come together as opposed. Let's pretend like Swipe is not trying to drive a wedge between us right now. Like, chill. If I go to pre-cal and you're in that pre-cal class and you're sitting over there and I'm sitting over here, if I don't understand this tangent and all this and that, you can't help me over there. So you might be 3 steps ahead of me in this pre-cal situation. You might got it all figured out, but I don't. You can't help me, right? If we're on the court together and I don't necessarily got this thing figured out.
Stop, Swiper.
If I don't necessarily got this thing figured out, chill, you can actually help me. You see what I mean? Like you can when I'm cutting, instead of you can see that open lane as where somebody else might not have been able to, and you can make that good pass where a guy like Draymond Green is going to do that.
Okay.
You can see that I'm getting a lot of ball pressure over here, and you being Steph Curry, you can cut through the baseline and get that defender away from me to open up this whole side of the floor. So you can actually help me on the basketball court. If we go to class, it doesn't matter if you're smarter or if you're dumber. There's nothing you can do for me.
Sure. Now, you know what? I think that I'm going to come off the class analogy, so that's fair. Okay. I'll come off the class analogy. So let's stick with just the 5 of us. So the 5 of us, if I'm playing with a bunch of players who are A-level players in terms of intelligence, if I was playing with a bunch of players who weren't that smart and that had a less efficient system, I'm gonna look like a different player. I'm gonna see action different. I'm not just going to be relegated to just one thing. The same logic applies that if I played with if I'm playing with this level of intelligence, and then I played with this level of incompetence, I'm going to look like a worse player. I'm going to look less competent than I would if I was playing with Andre Iguodala and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. If I was running around with what's the kid's name that Mars loves? Killian Hayes and Igor. If I'm running around with dudes like that, I'm going to look way worse than what I would look like if I'm running around with Andre Iguodala. And the reason why is because my game is now being enhanced. And with my game being really quickly,
isn't that the point we're making?
With my game being enhanced, I am a different player. I'm not the same player that I was a year ago, 2 years ago.
Well, chill. I think the thing about that is, let's go back to the classroom now. Let's go back to the classroom. So I feel as if I'm playing with Steph, Klay, Draymond, Iguodala, and a couple other really intelligent, bright basketball players who are all working within that system. I feel like I'm not really in calculus. You know what I'm saying? But this is pre-algebra. And when I'm over there with Andre Roberson, Killian Hayes, and whatever the other youngsters you were talking about, now I'm in calculus. So it's not so much that I'm smarter, I'm taking an easier test.
I actually think KD improved the most defensively in Golden State.
And that's also what I'm thinking about too.
Not offensively.
Even then, though, Damian,
offensively, it's pretty similar to me, I think.
Even then, though, Damian, and I'm not. Y'all just take a breath. This ain't me hating on KD. But I'm also, it's easier to plug in a 7-footer that is very mobile into a defense with Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, a solid center. You know, it's easy to plug him into that and make him an additive. Which once again, like KD wasn't a negative defender at that time by any stretch of the imagination. He was, once again, he's long, mobile. I can protect the rim. I can guard on the perimeter. So like, even similar to the offensive side, his defense got enhanced so much more because you're also playing with these other defensive playmakers.
If that's the case, Ron, so how do guys improve? Like individually, I improve, but I don't improve if I'm playing with better players?
It doesn't mean that you can't improve. I just don't think Kevin Durant improved that much. I think he was just already. I just think he was the same level of player. That doesn't mean that if you do go to a team with better basketball players, that doesn't mean you can't get better. I think you can always get better. You can get better when you play against worse basketball players. I'm just talking about in this instance in particular. I think Kevin Durant was pretty much the same guy.
I think also that maybe there's a case to be made as well that. Do you improve just by being exposed to a new environment?
Sometimes.
I think that's also maybe a case.
For the best. Yes, I do.
I think that's maybe a case as well.
Well, like from a neuroscience perspective, every single time you change your environment, you have to fire new neural pathways. So like your default method of doing something is then disrupted. And so you can have change because I mean, like it's the same thing as when you go to a hotel for a week to write, for instance, like if you want to get some work done. Now everything's different. You got to figure everything out. As you're figuring everything out, you start to get out of the neutral habit of going to the kitchen to pick up some chocolate because the kitchen doesn't exist, the chocolate doesn't exist, and suddenly you're like, maybe I should go for a walk. Environments shape people big time.
And you go to those winning organizations too. That's real quick, Ron, because I think when you go to that, organizations that are winning organizations just operate much differently. You know what I'm saying?
I also think
that's
like
when thing too. Yeah.
When the expectation is championship versus when the expectation is maybe playing, I think a different you shows up. Maybe you show up a little early. Maybe you show up a little bit more prepared. Maybe that film study that you're spending like 40 minutes on, you're now spending an hour on it. I wonder, because the respect level of another great player from one great to another is like, do you really want to be shown up in practice if you're Kobe? Like so much of, I think, how great those two players became is due to their friction. They're always trying to show each other up. So in practice, I want to be more prepared than you. I want to show you up. I want my team to win. And I think that kind of drives you because I'm sure Kobe's like going further into the film study because he knows Shaq's not going to do that. And I'm sure Shaq is like getting, meaner in the weight room because that's his advantage. And so it's just like, again, iron sharpens iron. I think that's what we're doing up here. I think we're all becoming better content creators up here because we're pushing each other.
Yeah, I mean, culture is everything. Surrounding yourself by, the right people, surrounding yourself with winners. If you, Penn, I know you probably don't know this. Ox, I know you know this. Like, if you surround yourself by millionaires, it's a better chance that you become a millionaire. If you surround yourself by entrepreneurs, it's a better chance you become a better entrepreneur. All of that good stuff. If you surround yourself with Italians, they'll actually pronounce your name right. But shout out to Jake Facioni for sending through this super chat. Also, my man Joshua sent through a follow-up super chat and said, I guess Penn was right. Joshua said, Penn got it the English way. Well done. But the Tamil version is a lot fresher. LOL.
It's right in that SOOR part. That's where the Tamil people, they have this way of rolling their R that I just can't figure out. I'm trying, dude, but I mean, I'm glad I got it the English way.
All right. Well, speaking of getting it, the Chat Awards are July 31st. We have some of the same awards as last year. We have Most Obnoxious. We have Yapper of the Year. We have the Biggest Crash Out. We have Goofy of the Year. We have the Chat MVP. We got Guest of the Year. Shout out Dion from Ohio. He cleaned up in that category last year. But we just put out a post yesterday because we're going to need you guys' help with some of these awards to give us the correct nominations. So the first post that we put out on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram is who had the worst take? Because, we make a ton of takes every single episode and we're on here Monday through Friday. And so it's a ton of episodes throughout the year. And, we can't possibly keep track of all the bad takes and even all the good takes too. So we wanted to lean on you guys, the people who actually watch the show, engage with the show, and can keep tally of these type of things with who had exactly the worst take. And we had a lot of nominations. And so I just want to put this on the screen. This was a Twitter post, and I want to run through some of our nominations that we have for worst take of the year. Big Ox, I'm going to need you to scroll down through some of these. But let's see exactly what's on here and I just want to hear you guys' reaction to some of these.
Hold on 1 second, Ron. I'm just gonna have to read them off my phone. The link on my computer is tripping right now.
All right, well, don't even worry. I'll take care of it then.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, good work, guys.
So
Quiet, swiper. Quiet.
yeah,
you.
quiet swiper.
You quiet over there.
Hey,
All right,
y'all,
so,
we're gonna do this segment on the show. Maybe I should be prepared. Go ahead.
All right,
He's still doing
so
the segment, Swiper. Just because you don't see the words, he's still gonna read them.
all right, so the first one goes. It's from Lake Show Jerry. I wonder who he brought up. Lake Show Jerry said, "Worst take goes to Mars. There are 15 teams better than the Lakers in the NBA."
Is that
Yo,
when we did
L
when was
host,
that?
I'm gonna share my screen.
we did the power rankings.
I can do it.
I had them as
Okay,
16.
hang on.
Go ahead.
One sec. Let me pull it up. Jesus Christ.
All right, while Penn's doing that, I'm gonna read another one from It's ZO2. Sent through a bunch of them, and It's ZO2 commented on. He made like 5 different replies, but It's ZO2
5?
said, "Yeah, no, like 5 different replies with like
try
5
20.
different replies in there."
Like, try 20.
It's ZO2 said Wade clears Jokic. Real talk. Ron hyping up Nate Mint and Kareem Lopez. Brunson top 5.
That's TBC. Yeah.
Respect Nate Ament and Cream Lopez.
Would you like
Facts,
to share my screen,
facts.
or are you?
Yeah,
just wanna read it out?
I'm gonna get. Let me finish reading this one, and then I'll get to it. Brunson top 5. Ron and Jordan. Spurs are better than the New York Knicks. Penn and Ron. Tatum is a better player today than Wemby. Chill. Ron defending low, saying Wemby a better shot maker than Bron.
Oh my God, that was terrible, Ron.
Shout out low, man. All right, Penn is sharing this right now. We're gonna actually jump through some of these comments actually on the screen so you guys can see them.
Okay.
All right, can you zoom in a little bit, Penn?
I'm on the right post. Okay. hang on.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Respond to your notifications. God damn.
What's that say right there? What's that say right there from Lake Show?
Is that enough? Have I zoomed
No.
in enough, or do you need me? To
Like, can
zoom
you
in?
actually zoom it so I can read it? Like, I can't read that on the screen. Yeah, there
You can't read this.
I mean, he can barely read super chats. I don't know.
We good?
The zoom is the problem.
Now we good?
Come in a little further if you can.
Jesus Christ. Okay. My bad. I didn't know you were blind. I apologize, Ron. Okay. Are we good now?
All right. Yeah, that should be all right. All right. Damian Peters, some guy named Damian Peters said, "Glad I'm not on some of these egregious takes."
He takes the middleman too much. That's all that is.
I saw him on one of them.
Yeah, that was funny.
All right, the next one is the real Hokage said Kawhi is greater than Shaq. Penn.
Correct.
Bill Russell's
was-
offense is greater than Hakeem's offense. Chill.
That was okay. That was last year.
And
It
chill.
was a long time.
That was last year.
We'll
That was
filter
last
some
summer.
of these out. We'll filter some of
Please.
these out and make sure if they're last year's takes, they won't get carried over to this
Last
year's
year.
takes.
What the hell?
Jokic is a good defender because of calculus. Penn.
I stand on that. I don't give a shit.
Brunson is greater than Nash. Real talk. Yeah, Real Talk said that. Real Talk's nasty. Jalen Johnson is greater than KD. Chill.
That was a
Egregious.
long show. That was a very long show. Me and Mars were going crazy that show.
Magic would be a better scorer than Luka today. Chill again.
Chill. Got a
Shea is greater than 2016 Steph Curry. Pin.
Mm-hmm.
Cavs beat Houston in 2018. Whoever agreed.
Chill and
Shout out to
That's
Penn
not a
correcting
bad
it. 2017 Steph.
chill and
2017 Steph. Nice.
I mean, I'm taking a bad take and making it less bad. That's all.
Oh, Pin, we're gonna get to see all your replies to these. Amazing.
No, I just replied to that.
He just replied to that one.
Okay. Well, you replied to this next
Oh,
one too.
never
From
mind.
and
Sinbad.
this one right
And
here.
that one.
Yeah. Sinbad said Pitt having Maxey and Reeves over Giannis as a scorer.
You know,
is
intellectual
egregious.
curiosity would tell you Penstar means it's to think in Italian. So me correcting an Italian last name wasn't that far off. Okay.
Jew sent through replied to it and said, "Chill saying Magic was a better shooter than Jalen Brunson."
I didn't say
He
that.
He said it was a conversation. That's what
he said it was a bit, no, he said he thinks it might be. That was 3 days ago.
He
that was
said,
on Monday.
he said we could have the conversation. That's what he said. He didn't say Magic was better.
I'm
He
just
said we could have the
highlighting this.
conversation.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
read that
like
one.
it. Yeah.
What
Read
is
that one,
this?
Pin, read that one, Pin.
Yeah, read it, Pen.
Shut
That's
up.
highlighted.
Pen, just read it.
I highlighted it. Ron, you gotta
like
read it.
You basically said it.
Yeah, you are signing off on the exact wordage.
Yeah, you basically.
Read it, Pen.
I'm signing off on the sentiment.
No, wait. What about the next one? Watch out, Jose.
No. Let's not skip that one.
Okay, we all hurry up and get to it. We'll play around.
I can't. It's not big enough on the screen. I can't see it.
Oh, you can't see this? You need me to make it bigger for you? Damn.
So yeah, what were you saying about watch out, Jose?
Watch out for
When did
Jose.
that ever happen? When would I ever agree with something so egregious?
Well, you've agreed with some egregious things.
Not Chris Bosh being better than Anthony Davis. I didn't agree with that.
Hey, with some of these two, hey, we might need timestamps with some of these two. If you have the timestamp, or if you have the clip, then share that.
I mean, y'all know I got big love for Chris Bosh, but I didn't say that.
Pirate did say Stockton was better than AD. Og said John Stockton was a better defender than Bron.
I did say that.
That was last year, though, wasn't it?
No, that was
like
year.
maybe a couple months ago. That's one of the worst things I've ever heard.
Penn saying SGA is better and more whatever than Pete Kobe.
That's not one of the worst takes I've ever heard.
I mean, yeah, maybe I'm stupid. Okay.
Phil saying Magic's a better scorer than Brent. Saying he's a better scorer than Steve Nash isn't the worst thing you've ever heard. He probably is a better scorer than Steve Nash.
I'll give you the worst take I've ever read. Spanish Jose saying Penn, I live rent free in Penn's head. I don't even know where you sitting at, man. I don't know who you are.
Nice.
Fuck you.
All right. Ryan Tubron said LeBron does everything better than Kobe, but shooting free throws. Whoever said that?
Who said
That was a long time ago.
Chill said that, but that was a long time ago.
That was years ago.
Is Steph Curry just a shooter or a real offensive engine? Kawhi deserves a vote in 2016 for MVP.
That was
Magic would be arguably the best scorer in the NBA today.
I remember that. That was within the last 6 months.
And I still stand on that.
He would be
Tatum is the best player in the league.
Arguably, he's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Acknowledge the arguably. There you go.
Okay.
Tatum is the best scorer in the league. Shout out to Grilltown. So I think those are all chills. Even though when
did I say that Tatum was the best player?
You said after 3 games in the Magic series that if he kept this going, he'd be the best player in the NBA.
Mars is very
and then he tore his Achilles.
Mars is very intuitive.
No, but even
once again, Swiper, after the first 3 games, what was the next word you used?
You said if he keeps this
Stop
up,
right there. Stop.
If he keeps this up,
which means that I didn't say he was the best player in the league.
Even though he wasn't playing better than multiple people in the league.
That's not the point. I said if he keeps doing what he's doing. If he keeps doing what he's doing.
So the only reason Tatum wasn't the best player in the league is because he tore his Achilles?
If he would have kept doing what he was doing the way that he was playing and they would have went deep into the playoffs, yes.
Oh, they wouldn't have done that. They were going to lose to the Knicks.
They were going to lose to the
Knicks. So, yeah, I'm good.
All right, the next one's from Jacob Campbell. Jacob said, I don't know if this counts, but Chill acknowledging that Cleveland got better with the Harden trade, but that was what got him off the train. Even now, he thinks they are a better team afterwards.
Like, Mars, I understand why you get so frustrated with these guys. I do. I really understand.
I don't even remember saying what this reply says, but maybe I did say.
I understand why you get as frustrated as you do with this group. I mean, with them.
Chill. Maybe you just got to make better takes, big dog.
Or maybe the comprehension needs to be what it is. Because I never said that. I never said. With James Harden now,
it's not a lack of. It's not a lack of take.
I'm out.
It's a lack of understanding the take.
I'm out with them winning the NBA championship. That's number one. Number two, they did get better with James Harden. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. They got a better playmaker, a better ball handler, a better bucket getter, and they did get better with James Harden on the crew. That's a fact.
They went from winning the championship to losing. So,
because of how I feel about James Harden in the playoffs.
Then they're not better, because that means you think they got worse.
They got better. They got better.
They got better, but got worse. That's what I mean.
They got regular season.
Come on, Mars. Intellectual curiosity. Come on.
They got better.
But they're gonna have a worse outcome. That's what you're saying.
that doesn't mean that they didn't get better as a. That doesn't mean that they didn't.
I'm agreeing. They got better, but the outcome is going to be worse.
Okay, so that's not what you said the first time. You said they got better, but they got worse. You said they got better, but they got worse. Okay, those two things.
They got better, but they were going to win the championship, and now they're not going to win it. But they got better. Moral victories. Analytically, they got better. I guess.
All right, the next one that we got is from Olaudo. Hope I said your name right. Appreciate you for replying. Mars said intangibles can't be measured, so we shouldn't speak about it in basketball discussion. This is becoming a very common concession they make on the panel, but it's literally so stupid because everyone acknowledges that they play a huge factor, so it's silly to not discuss them.
I genuinely don't remember saying that, but
it was Darius Acuff, and I was talking about.
I remember this.
Can you see stardom on people, and then you were like, you don't really know how to measure it, so you don't know if it matters all that much, and you didn't want to talk about it because you can't measure it. Basically, it wasn't as sharp as
that's a different statement to what he just said.
Yeah, it wasn't as sharp as what this person is alleging.
Okay, I guess.
Yersky said, and this is Yersky said recency bias for sure, but Magic shooting better than Brunson is insane to me.
He didn't say that.
But can you say the exact wordage then? Because he did.
We was going through a list of current.
I was asking him guards. Yes, I was going through the guards.
Current NBA players who shoot better. Do they shoot better than Magic? We said Steph, Shea,
Jamal Murray.
I think, whatever. Yeah. And then we got to Brunson, and he said we can have the conversation. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. He didn't say Magic was better. He didn't say Brunson was better. He said we can have the conversation. Obviously, that means he would probably take the Magic side of the argument. But he didn't say Magic was better. He said that he thinks it's a conversation. That's what he said.
I think a lot of these people would put this on there though, even with Chill saying that it's a conversation.
I agree, there's literally one that Adam, he said Chill just said yesterday the Magic is on Jalen Brunson's level as a shooter. That is what Chill said, which is fine. I still think that's a horrible take. We have the conversation, but don't need to change what the actual take was. What he said was bad enough, in my opinion.
That about the intangibles.
SC3097, Ox saying Chris Webber was better than Jokic. He said that a while ago, but
he still believes it today.
Yeah, that's why it's such a bad take. Yeah, shout out.
So what you're trying to say, Ox is gonna go platinum on that take 5 years later?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
that's a bad take.
Well, if that's the case, then we going diamond with it. Then, I don't care. I stand on that, and I stand on that. And even you know what's crazy about that is that wasn't even initially what I said, but y'all forced me into that, and I'm cool with it.
Forced you to say it,
or maintain. No.
I'm cool with that because that isn't what I said, even if I felt it. But now that we once we talked about it and dissected it, I realized wait a second, I do feel that way. He is better than Jokic. You're right.
Man, everybody up here getting all defensive about their terrible takes. You see what
the
world has came to?
Ron, do you know what defensive means?
Look at these three in the middle. Look at them.
Ron,
the one in the red, the one in the hoodie, and the one in the purple. And now Damien's yelling at you guys.
The only take that's been made about me is literally something I didn't claim.
Y'all can't listen to Ron because I'm not being defensive. I'm standing on it. I believe that 100%. I do. I don't care if y'all think it's a bad take. I don't come up here so that y'all can agree with me.
It's nothing wrong with airballing sometimes. It's nothing wrong with missing a game winner. It's nothing wrong with getting your shot.
You made a shot.
If I hit the rim, that means I'm hot. If I shoot the ball my first shot and I hit the rim, that means I'm hot. I'm going to shoot it until my hand falls off.
Rod's gimmick is every time he makes a take, he just does that look away thing so people don't think he's being serious.
Hey, Swiper, you haven't came up here yet because you make one take. Jokic is that.
My takes are pretty good. My takes are pretty good. They just have to play out.
You make one take. It's slurp, slurp, slurp. Go.
But guess what?
Rinse, wash, repeat.
This A-cup one is going to be something either I'm going to be really wrong about or really right about. That's just the way it works. You're going
to try to blame Sacramento if this kid.
Your city does suck.
What's going to happen?
Your city does suck, but that's not had nothing to do with this. That had nothing to do with this conversation.
My city sucks, nigga. You from Denver?
Way better than city. What are you talking about? Denver's a way better city.
Nigga, you from Denver, bro? You haven't
even been to Denver.
What?
So you shut up. Now what? I've been to Sacramento.
I drove through there once.
Why exactly drove through and you drove through and you got kicked out? Why is Sacramento the capital of California? It doesn't do anything for Cali.
You see, you don't know shit about South California.
It's a great city. It's a great city to go get lunch at if you're an old person. Absolutely.
Oxen Swiper. See, bad. You see what people calling out bad takes has led to? You guys personally mocking each other's cities. It's okay, guys.
I'm saying,
like
Ron, this is what happens when you let little niggas have opinions. When you let little niggas have opinions, they step out of place and say shit like that. Stay in your lane. If I put you in the corner.
Staying in Pawn's lane is what I'm interpreting that Ox is saying. I don't want to miscorrect any takes.
Stop letting little niggas have opinions, Ron.
Yeah. He's saying let a pawn be a pawn.
Put his ass in timeout.
James Boo Boo replied to it. Shout out James Boo Boo, man. It's been a while since I seen Boo Boo in the chat, but I see that he's still lurking and existing. James Boo Boo said any version of Magic clears LeBron. LaRon Daniels said that. Magic Johnson has a better handle than Curry and Kyrie. Also, LaRon Daniels a few days ago, by the way.
That's insane. But
damn, Ron.
Do I have to play this? Or do we all remember what I said?
That's a system play.
Yeah. I said he benefited from the system. Let's not say I said he's a system player.
But he is a system player. But so what?
He benefited from the system. You know who else benefited from the system? Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
Kobe Bryant, Shaq.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
I don't think that's one of the worst takes ever. Yeah, I don't think that's.
Yeah, I don't think that was that bad. I agree with you, Pin.
There we go. Should I show the prop? Yeah.
Adam said Jordan said Bronny was trash.
But that was just
he's just right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pin, these are your only replies, or do you just have everybody else blocked?
Hey, wait, Pink, can you show your block list?
Go back. Go down. Okay. Hold on, wait. Before you do that, go down.
Go down to
up, right below right below it. Because it might be you might only be most relevant. You might only have the most relevant.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hang on.
There's 54 replies.
All right, go over to the relevant part. Yeah.
And quote
recent.
Yeah, maybe that.
Damn, so everybody else wasn't relevant. That's crazy.
Few quotes.
Hey.
No. Okay. So. Okay.
Hey. Oh, I said that years ago. Whoa.
Bam's 80. Now that might be it. Pin and Real Talk just crying on the timeline and on the show the day after Bam scored 83 was the most ridiculous thing of all time.
I really wasn't crying.
Pouting. Yes, you were. You were pouting. A disservice to the game. I completely forgot about that episode. That was the most crying I've ever seen on any show we've ever done. That was so crazy.
It wasn't
you cried more on every show.
That was a great episode.
You cried about everything, Swiper.
Swiper. It was the whole entire
timeline. That Penn said someone was
so
break Bam's 83 that season because he proved that anyone could do it. Did anyone even crack 60 after that?
No.
It's another reply to this too. I'm not going to give it away, but somebody else replied and said something that I thought was, one of Penn's takes towards that. It's similar to this, but it's a different version.
Didn't you say he should have stopped at 80?
Yes.
And I stand on that. He should have stopped.
To honor Kobe.
Garbage ass. Yeah. Yes. Gotta look
that's a bad
I
thing.
skip past his name every single time I look at it all
the
time.
Carson was crying too. That one, what Carson did, I was like, oh, come on, brother.
Carson
you better
crying a lot on the timeline. Shout out to Carson though. Great.
I mean, there was so many people disturbed by DeMar DeRozan being high on the scoring.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. It was so many people that were crying that next day.
Okay. All right, Vrosh just replied 2 minutes ago and said anything related to Real Talk's feelings toward players who aren't volume scorers can take this award. Laughing my ass off.
He just gave Scotty Barnes his respect yesterday. Shut up. That's not true.
Yeah, it's more so for guards who aren't volume scorers.
Scotty is a guard. LU. You just got cooked. Okay. There you go.
Look, Scotty's trending. Right. Shout out Scotty. Right. Ironically, on Penn's Twitter, Scotty is trending.
Why is Trae Young trending? Oh, I said Trae Young was better than Scotty. I said Trae Young might be better than Scotty Barnes. I said that.
Is that a crazy take?
You wasn't wrong.
Insane.
You wasn't wrong.
Hold on.
We got to see Trey.
How about this? All y'all Scotty Barnes takes should be on this on this list. All of them. The entire panel awards should just be what y'all said about Scotty Barnes all year.
Yep. You know what we'll do?
Damien saying
worst take, Scotty
Cooper
Barnes.
Flag potentially. Yes.
Well, Damien was probably the lowest on Scotty Barnes. He had him like fringe top 40. So
there you go.
I was pushing for Scotty at number 12.
Just like
so.
I was pushing for him at number 1. I got you beat. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't that crazy. Okay.
Well, if you guys wonder who had the worst take last year, it did in fact happen to be Chill. And the worst take wasn't even a specific take. It was just John Stockton is ... So
I feel like Chill gets done wrong when it comes to like the worst take stuff because Penn now too, because Penn also yaps. But Chill and Penn talk so much. Like they get so many shots up. That is
get off the rock.
I'm not saying I disagree, but what I am saying is they shoot so many shots that they're bound to have some of the worst misses we've ever seen.
Is this why you've been doing that quiet gimmick?
Yeah, that's what someone said. Yeah, someone said that in the when we did the free agency LeBron episode, and I said I didn't care. Their theory was I just don't have an opinion because I'm scared to be wrong about where Bron goes in free agency. So yeah, that is a theory I guess going around that I don't talk because I'm scared of being wrong.
No shot gimmick.
Sure, if that's what people want to run with, that's fine. But yeah, I do think that Chill and Penn, their name's going to show up disproportionately because they talk the most. So
they do.
They have the most takes.
Well,
so they're bound
I can tell you one thing that I am good at. I am good at passing, so I will get off the pill. How about that?
No. We need you on.
Does that mean they should have the most right takes as well?
Talking a lot. You just have.
I mean, they probably do. Like based on pure volume, they probably have the most right. They probably have like their field goal percentage probably ain't great, but in terms of the amount of makes, they probably have the most makes.
I don't know about you.
Total
My
points,
field goal percentage this offseason,
raw volumes.
We trended north of 60% true shooting right now.
Yeah, the people saying you're having a good offseason right now. So
I am. I'm Ben Simmons. I'm
I think it's
a cross
interesting
between Ben Simmons and Yi Jian.
Because I'm not gonna keep
just working those.
Matter of fact, I'm passing the rock. But for somebody to suck as bad as I do, y'all motherfuckers show up every day to get on my case.
That's why we need you on the
wall. And I ain't even talking about, I'm talking about y'all dudes in the chat. Like, if I watch somebody that's garbage, I promise you I'm not in the arena. I will not buy a ticket to go see them. For somebody to be as bad as I am and to suck as bad as I do, y'all motherfuckers is here every day.
Chill. It's nothing wrong with putting up a stinker. It's all good. It happens to the best of them.
I'm getting
man.
Chill. Just because you put up a stinker, that don't mean you come to the next game and be like, you know what? I missed all the shots that I could have made, so I'm not shooting any shots today because I won't have opportunity to miss. No, that's not how that works. It's all good. It's all good.
Ron has figured out his role as Lakers Melo. He's going to keep shooting on the baseline, regardless of the results, and that's just what he does. Chill. You have to go out there and score. Like, Penn.
Hey, Swiper, who are you?
That's funny.
And I talk.
Taj Gibson, who are you?
The difference is I talk a lot in burst, burst for sure, and I definitely understand. And we're doing an eval right now.
Half your takes aren't even basketball.
I know. Ron hasn't done this yet.
Taj Gibson, who are you?
This a lot. I'm the MVP.
You come off the bench and rebound.
I know that. I know I'm the MVP. I know that.
And shoot mid-range shots.
I know
that's what you do off the bench.
In my closet, there's an MVP in there. I know that.
MVP.
So make sure
no, not MVP.
You are here every day to see me because all your super chats are about me. So you are in the arena. You didn't buy the ticket to go see Kyle Kuzma. You bought the ticket to go throw popcorn at Kuzma. But you know what you did? Your goofy ass, you damn sure did buy that ticket, didn't you? You damn sure buy them tickets every day, don't you? Even though you are throwing popcorn at Kuzma, your goofy ass is in the arena buying tickets.
So pay for that membership.
Swiper, don't let me
100%.
Damn,
Huncho. 100%.
Damn, AKA.
Don't let me figure out using analytics that our views are about 20% lower every time you're on the show, Swiper. Don't let me figure that out.
No, actually, our highest rated shows are with me on. Actually, that's the funny thing. Especially
I can get these numbers.
I really can get these numbers.
Should get these.
I can get on off. If y'all want me to get on off, we can really do this. I'll get it down to the minute. I'll get it down to the minute when you hop off the show or jump on the show.
The highest viewed show we have is after the Timberwolves beat Denver, and I was on, and that in the last few months, and that was incredulous.
Yes,
that was
people
quite a
hate
day.
you and they wanted to see you cry. That's
yeah,
why.
that's a part of it. That's a part of the business.
That
Chill
is true.
knows this. Chill has haters, Mike, and all the other Glazers, and then he has the lovers, people that love Chill. Chill has one of the most loyal fan bases in the world. But Chill people, and I think Chill, you know this. People love Chill. Chill today.
Jersey
today. Hold on. I'm not done. Let me finish. Get on there. Go on mute. Chill. Today, I literally found a comment in one of the videos that I was just watching where somebody said I was watching Kenny Smith in 1990 throw the ball between his legs and dunk the ball off the backboard at 6'3" type vid, laughing at it. But Chill, people remember what you say. And they hold on to it because it's funny to them, but also people enjoy your personality. That's why you're Chill. People love
imagine that. Imagine. So I'm not really here to talk about stuff that I actually know. I'm the comic relief. That's what I am.
Dang.
No, it's just entertainment.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I never took you as a jester.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's all of it's entertainment.
So we got Jester and Lester up here. Damn.
All of it's entertainment. Yeah.
That's not true.
Just and less. Oh, man.
I think Ox.
I never would have knew.
I think Ox should make more content. I think his TikTok does really well when he makes content. I think Damien does a great job, especially the stuff he's doing. Mars, obviously, in the shows he have, and him and Real Talk have the what's it called? Mars, the show y'all do.
Town Hall, is it?
Town Hall. Great. Chill, obviously, his platform. Ron, but Ron's in a perfect seat. Ron doesn't need to start anything because he started PC and he's like doing this. So like this is a whole different thing. Ron is like the engine behind a lot of this. And he knows that. He knows we're trolling. And then I have my own thing. Everybody has their audience that they have and they're cultivating and stuff. And on here, we all have some haters. Damien just didn't have any because he plays the middleman so much. He's not controversial. Damien's just like right down the street, nice guy. But the more you start talking about that Lakers roster,
Scotty Barnes isn't
but the more you start talking about that Lakers roster, Damien, you're gonna have enemies. So you keep,
but Damien, your efficiency, you are the most efficient panelist.
Sure,
by far. I would say you're a movement shooter. You're Klay Thompson. You are Klay Thompson.
I'll take it.
Play defense. Hit big shots when you get the ball.
That's what he is. Damien
is
2022 Tyus Jones. He takes absolutely no risks, but his efficiency is high. That's what Damien is. He is 2022.
You Klay Thompson.
He shows up 2 days a week, so bench player. Shout out to Damien. Obviously, we understand. It's 3 a.m. We understand that. Cool. He can't be there every day. We understand. Cool. But that means he's coming off the bench. So that's already Tyus Jones. And what he does is he'll bring the ball up the court. He'll throw basic passes, make sure that nothing controversial is occurring, but the offense will flow. And every once in a while, he'll shoot his open three, and it will go in at a 40% clip. And then he'll have Doris Burke, people in the chat, say, "Hey, it's just turnover ratio." That's what Damien. And I've already made it clear. Damien don't have enough hate, so I'm gonna be the hater. So yeah,
hey, but I think Swiper and I,
you just described yourself.
You have to remember, right? Like Swiper and I are in a unique position because, like, we're actually in the media. Like, there's certain people, like, there's certain things you can and cannot say, or places you can and cannot go. So I'm very conscious of that as well. That I've seen it go sideways for people as well. So
protecting his image. That's how Tyus Jones protects his image.
No, there is an element of
you're protecting relationsons.
Call it what you want. That's what Tyus Jones does to protect his turnover ratio, so he can keep getting contracts. Same thing.
Like
that's how we got back on Denver.
Damien, I think you're 2016 Klay Thompson. I don't think you're Tyus Jones.
I do. You know what though? I got this. I had to start right. I had to start maybe a couple weeks ago, and in this space of basketball content, where we live, where we are right now. And I'm curious to know how y'all feel about this. I think it's harder for like people like me or like Ron, Chill, like people that so for instance, I'll say this. Like for me, I've played basketball and I've been around basketball all my life, right? So there's guys that end up playing at a much higher level than me, NBA, EuroLeague, top level overseas, who I've been in the gym with just as long, right? And because I didn't make it to the NBA or play in the EuroLeague, to a lot of people that are watching this content, they're like, "Oh, you're not really a hooper." You know what I'm saying? But for me, who's been in the gym all my life and still in the gym today, I've been paid to play basketball, coach basketball, train basketball. I fed my family off of basketball for a long time, and I'm still doing that, just not playing anymore, right? I think it's harder for me in this space, or people like me, and there's a bunch of people like me, that in this space might not get respected from the outside looking in, because it's like, well, you didn't go to the NBA, so you're not really a hooper. But then I'm also not talking about the game in a way of someone like Mars, where it might not sound the same and resonate the same, because maybe I don't really know those terminologies and things like that.
Saying you don't fit in either box, really? Is that what
kind of like I'm like a tweener.
Like the
you know
NBA players get he played at that level, so he doesn't need to have that analytical level.
He's a little Okafor. You're getting phased out of the game, man.
It from them, but then you're also not the analytics guy, so you don't fit in with the spreadsheet crowds.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's like, if you right. So it's kind of like.
I think Ox's lens is so.
If you play the game,
incredible.
If you play the game at a super high level, you can always discuss certain segments of the game that another person can't talk to. You can speak to a player perspective.
I don't look at it that way.
In the comments where no one this panel's played.
Well, no, but Pin, just real quick. I don't feel that way. Like I know, like I've played at the level, high enough. I respect myself as a hooper, but I'm saying that a lot of people that don't really know the grind of chasing the hoop dream, they don't really, you know what I'm saying? They don't really know. Like, oh, you've been in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like you've played basketball all your life. But if you don't get that NBA tag in this particular space, you're not gonna get that same respect as, oh, you're really a hooper. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage. I'm just talking about from the outside looking in. I think that this space is kind of harder for guys like me that didn't go to the league or play at a super high level and also aren't looked at as an analytic guy. If you see what I'm saying? So it's like I don't have a problem with it. I'm just talking about from the outside looking in.
So there's like, when you start making content, there's a natural aversion to listen to you, because it's like, why should I listen to you, right? And when you don't fit the stereotype, right? Like whatever the stereotype is, if you look like me, you're supposed to talk about a lot of numbers. You don't talk about numbers, people are like, why am I supposed to listen to you? So I think when you don't fit a stereotype, you have to be extremely, extremely good at what you do to break through the stereotype. I feel that way about players too. So,
what stereotype does Chill fall into?
So I just got to get better.
Chill does, first of all, like, let's just be real here. A lot of people play basketball and never receive a single college scholarship. A lot of people play basketball recreationally, love basketball, but they never make their senior varsity team. Like, there's levels to this, and the higher you go, the more you realize, oh shit, there's actually levels to this. The first time I saw an NBA player up close, I was like, oh damn, I'm never ever gonna play at this level. This is crazy. There's athleticism, there's speed, there's size, there's so many things, but there's also like people don't realize.
I'm gonna show you real quick. We'll get to the point. What category does Chill fit in?
Chill is a former Division I basketball player.
Absolutely, and which is why, Chill, people love you, and you're funny. You got good takes, and you got a memory bank that's like one of one as well. So like people
First
like.
First of all, Chill is a very eloquent speaker.
Very elegant.
This is eloquent, not elegant. Eloquent.
Until he gets thrown off his pivot.
No, like, first of all, this is okay. First of all,
that's the thing. Chill, Rasheed Wallace.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Chill, he's trying to throw you off your pivot right now.
Rasheed Wallace.
Chill off his pivot. Us just doing that last segment. Look, Chill don't even want to talk anymore. When you see Chill like this, Chill is packed up. It's over. Chill is out of the game.
What I would say though,
Chill on his game 7.
Chill is very emotional though. That's also a part of it.
Who here was pump faking in their driveway at 5 years old, thinking one day I'm going to be on podcast? I don't think any one of us was.
Be on podcast? Absolutely not.
I didn't even know.
I always wanted to be a sports news broadcaster, so I always wanted to be in a mic and doing stuff like this.
The closest thing I ever had.
This wasn't my plan.
I worked in radio as for about 3-4 months when I was 19 years old. That's the closest thing I ever got to this. Other than that, I was a writer. But I never thought about podcasting, especially with my face on the internet. That's scary. But we all found a different avenue to pursue a career in the sport we love. That's what we all have in common up here, right? Like, we all love basketball. I'm sure some of us wanted to be professional basketball players. Some of us wanted to go play in EuroLeague. Some of us, whatever. But we all found a way. And I mean, there's so many stories like there's coaches, GMs, scouts, analysts, data people who grew up loving the game, but then the height never shot up, or they got cut, and they chose a different path. But my view is, if you love basketball and you make money in basketball, you won. That's what I'm saying.
What I would say,
most people hate their jobs.
What I would say as well is, like, I think sometimes from the outside looking in, and sometimes it's the culture we're living in with like clips and things. I think actually sometimes it does us a disservice to the type of actual basketball discussion we have up here. It's actually some of the most advanced basketball discussion and analysis and insight that you're actually going to find in the media. And I don't think that sometimes from the outside looking in, if you didn't actually lock into PC like our community does, and you just saw clips here and there, you wouldn't actually know until you sat down and watched an episode and saw one topic being attacked from like 6, 7, 8 angles. So I think that's something that we probably don't get enough credit for, that I've noticed for sure, man.
Absolutely.
I agree.
This feels like a members live. Like right now, it feels like this is like members live. I'm gonna plug the members live tonight. If you pull up to the members live, I'm gonna tell you why I was in the hospital at 3 a.m. 4 nights ago and nearly died.
Damn.
It was the closest. Probably the closest I've ever been to dying in my life. 4 days ago.
The thing about this though, when we do this so much, and like, I mean, we do this a lot. Like we sit up here and talk about basketball a lot, and then we're in the chat. It makes it to where like I don't want to debate about basketball outside. Like when people want to talk about ball, I don't want to do it. Like I'm just like, bro, I don't care how you feel about basketball, honestly, bro. Like shout out to you though, like it makes it hard. It makes it really hard to debate about basketball. And then like I'm in the gym
big time in people. Crazy.
It's never that. It's never that, Morris. It's just that. And actually, I'm taking a page out of your book, Morris. I'm even taking a page out of your book where it's just like you were the one who said you guys just ignore them, and I'm just like, you know what? That's a good idea, Morris. But I'm even talking about in person though. Like I was in the gym this week. Well, not this weekend because our tournament this week was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday because of the holiday. So I was in the gym, 8 hours. 3 days straight, and I got his parents, a couple people that know I do the podcast. They come in, it's like, oh, he probably wants to talk about basketball, and I'm just like, bro, not really, because I'm trying. I'm saying I got 6 games. I'm saying I'm trying to get prepared for that, and I just don't want to argue. Sometimes I just want to just tell you how I feel about it and not have to. Well, why? But that's dumb. Why do you think that? I bet you like no. That's just how I feel, bro. However you feel is how you feel. I respect your opinion. That's all I'm saying. Like,
all right,
it doesn't always have to be a debate. I don't want to argue. I'm not a very argumentative person, Mars. You know me. I'm very non-confrontational. I just like to kick it and just talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to argue. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not good at arguing. It's like, bro, I'd rather.
You actually are. You're actually really good at it. You put pretty
you don't always have to be controversial to be effective.
I'd rather just fight. I'm not really that good at arguing. Especially this nigga right over there. That one next.
So instead of beating people up with your words, you would rather beat people up with your fist.
I actually don't buy. I don't mind.
I mean,
one's more efficient.
Yeah, one's more effective.
Yeah.
All right.
More efficient for who? One hasn't won a fight in years.
Swiper.
Hey, you know what, Swiper? You know what's funny about that?
Swiper.
It's like when I first met Ron, I didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, I remember I got into this situation. And he was like, nah, y'all stay back. Don't jump in. Don't jump in. And he was talking about this all day because he knew he was finna see dude later. And we end up getting to the spot, and I thought it was going to be like a gradual thing. I'm talking about dude messed up the whole party.
Ron, did you block his fist with your face?
Sniper, he got in
this
there
is a
and just got
members
the
only
feed
stream
dude
type
straight
of topic.
uppercuts.
You
Just
can't.
boop, boop, boop. I was like, oh shit. I ain't know he could get down. I was like, oh shit. Serving this dude, had him up against like the fireplace, socking on him.
How old was he?
I was like, yo, this Ron. I'm like, I didn't know he had it
He
in
was
him.
12. He went to
Chill,
I think it was like
How old was you?
out of him.
Still, you're
17 or 18.
So Ron was 25?
No, Ron was 18.
Damn.
That shit was hilarious, bro. I did not know. Ever since then, I was like, damn, Ron really got things.
Wait, why when we were on the train, why did you do like this to Chill and Oxton?
I'm gonna sock your ass.
Swiper. I use my fist. I don't wrestle with people. See, you're a sumo wrestler, so you like to, grapple and all of that type of stuff. I don't really do that. I got long arms, so I let my jabs do my talking.
Speaking of jabs, Ron, I'm gonna sock your ass when I see you.
Shit, y'all know how to slip a punch too.
Okay, I'm gonna sock your ass when I see you.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you to everybody that's tapped in. Thank you to everybody that sent through super chats. Y'all already know the drill. If you are not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. If you're not a member, when you become a member, you help our platform a lot. I'm assuming that we bring content that, upgrades the value of your day, brings you entertainment, and allows you just to join a conversation that you probably don't get elsewhere. So if you want to see us do better and be able to give you better content, more content, and just ultimately more meetups and stuff like that, we need y'all to become members and continue to send through super chats because that helps us to help you to get more content. But anyway, salute to everybody that's out there watching the show. Appreciate you for tapping in. Dre Knows Ball sent through $9.99 and said Nerd Sets just ranked the top 50 players all time. Guess where Carson ranked Kobe? He added, I could see KG above him or Jerry West. Excuse me. I know they love numbers, but this got to be clickbait.
17, 18?
Maybe 12, maybe.
Yeah, I can see the lowest being 12 or 13.
I can see KG or Jerry West above him.
As much as I love KG, I can't put him over Bean. Can't do it.
That was one of the first things I said when I first showed up. I said KG peaked higher than Curry.
Peaked higher, having a better career is not the same thing. 2004,
yeah, I know. I'm just saying
2004 KG did have a higher peak.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's something I said. 4.5 years ago now, maybe is in that range. There's one thing. That's what got the Discord popping, actually. So you're welcome.
Is 2004 KG better than 2006?
Hell no. Hell no.
I'm not saying I still believe it today. I'm just saying that's what
2004.
I'm fine with peak. I'm fine with peak KG over peak Kobe, but I'm not gonna put KG on a list over Kobe as far as like best of all time. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't even consider it. I wouldn't even consider putting KG over being on time. But if we're going peak for peak, sure.
04 Kobe or 04 KG wasn't even better than 02.
I can put KG over Duncan. Duncan over Kobe is a popular opinion. Therefore, I could go KG over Kobe.
Fair enough.
All right.
I definitely got Tim Duncan over Kobe. Like, that's for sure.
And I definitely got KG over Duncan.
Well, there we got it. KG's
career
better than Kobe.
Or peak.
KG's better than Duncan.
I can get with that.
Disagree.
Yeah,
I have Kobe over both of them, but I have KG over Duncan. So.
All right, High on Football sent through $10 California and said, the difference between soccer and NBA culture is so funny. NBA players get destroyed for creating super teams, while in football, it's praised. Barca from 2009 to 2012, Real Madrid built their whole brand on super teams.
Bomb squads?
It's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily true. Like I remember the 2000s Real Madrid team, the Galacticos, with like Luis Figo, Zidane, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, Beckham, Casillas, like that. It was a team that was criticized for collecting talent. Man City, when they started to get going, was criticized for collecting talent. Like it's not all the way.
I was a casual.
2009,
I enjoyed watching Barcelona play.
The 2009 Barcelona.
But Barcelona didn't get the same criticism because they had a lot of homegrown guys like Xavi, Iniesta,
the equivalent of drafting players.
Yeah, they
was Oklahoma City.
Came
basically.
up in the system. They came up in the system. Cesc Fabregas.
It was the
when he
Lakers in the
returned,
80s, basically.
Yeah,
he was in the system.
whereas Real Madrid were buying everyone.
Were most of those guys Spanish, or were they like coming from
Iniesta, Xavi,
Iniesta, Xavi,
yeah,
Sergio
most of
Busquets,
them
Cesc
is
Fabregas, like they came up in the system. Yeah.
Messi was Argentine, but he went over there when he was like 13, so like even he
Oh,
grew up with them.
Shout out to Bomb Squad.
And when that happens, like for instance, like when Messi went over there at like 13, did he go by himself, or like did his parents, like his pops, his mom go with him, or like he went by himself? Yeah,
I don't follow his story, but a lot.
Well, I'm just curious, like if you know you want to
That's what I did as well. That's what I did as well.
I remember you said that.
So you live with your teammates.
Yeah. Did you know he had to take growth
Right.
hormone?
So, but I'm saying, like,
That's
why doesn't the team? Because I know they got money. Is it an option where they'll be like, hey, we'll bring your family, get them a
I'm
little
sure most
apartment
people
kind
have
of by
their
the
parents with
facility?
them if you're underage.
They give them.
What it is
it's
they,
a little bit
they
like
call
Wait. Y'all just going like gloss over pen. What did you just say? He took what?
He had to take growth hormone because he had a genetic condition that.
So he was on the juice.
No. It was
both goats on the juice. That's crazy.
This is what people say. Like he does
People
have
say,
an
but it's
unfair
been sort of
advantage
dismissed.
because
It's been a little bit.
if he didn't take it, he probably would have been about 5'1".
Yeah.
So he was on the juice.
Okay.
How tall is he? Like 5'4"?
He's 5'7".
He's 5'6". He's my height.
Okay.
If I took pills to get taller, I'm on the juice.
Yeah, but he had.
I'm with you, by the way.
He had a medical condition.
He had a medical condition that required that.
I'm
chill.
still with
If you chill, if you have to take steroids
that requires me to run faster so I could keep my job in the NBA. How about that? I got a medical.
He was like 10 years old.
I got a medical condition called slow feet.
Am I bugging out? What's going on, Ox? Am I losing my mind? What the hell is happening?
Hey, but like he could have.
I'm with you, chill. He took performing enhancing drugs. That's what he
That's
does.
crazy.
No, he took like.
no, this is just your
life-saving drugs.
anti-Messi agenda, Mars.
It wasn't
like
life saving. He was
life-saving
gonna live. There's no life saving. Also,
No, as in,
I
like,
am very vocal in saying Messi
very
is the best way to ever live as a good
debilitating.
player.
He-
There's
he-
no
he could've had a
anti-Messi
debilitating
agenda. I just don't glaze everything he does.
You want
Like,
Ronaldo to be
the
on
guy
the
took
same
something
level,
that made
right?
him part of what he is. Like at the end of the day, other people didn't get to take that. He did. He benefited from that. Is what it is.
Being
But I'm
5'1" would
just-
have made him like essentially a small person.
Ron, I got a
Yeah.
brother.
Then you gotta be a football player.
Can we get back to why are these football teams trafficking kids without their parents?
Oh my god,
I don't
they're not
think that's what's
trafficking.
happening.
Trafficking.
No,
is-
it's not
yeah,
trafficking.
yeah.
They're not trafficking.
I mean, the
Essentially what
parents have
happens,
to
Ox,
still
is
give
like-
consent, by the way. Like, the parents
Yeah,
have to
essentially-
still
Like
sign
when
off.
when
What happens
when
is,
did
like,
Luca become professional? He became professional when he was 16, 15. You know, this is common
Okay,
in
16
Europe.
is not the same as 12.
So
Well,
what?
12 is
what
when he
happens is
left home to go over there.
He took a
But
boat. He
once
took a
again,
year, came back.
Parents
13.
still
Shut
have
up.
to sign off on it.
Yeah,
But
the clubs
I wouldn't be
vet
surprised if there are some
families that.
families who
He
go out
doesn't
there
come
with
from
them.
like a wealthy family. Like, so when you know what I mean, like they offer you this much money or this opportunity, you take it.
Man, his parents gave that boy up
hang
so
on.
fast.
Hang
What?
on. There's kids in Africa that
I
go
mean, when
to
FC Barcelona
camps
come calling,
in
like,
Europe.
shit.
It's the same situation. Basketball, not soccer. Soccer too, I'm sure, but like basketball. A kid who's 12, 13, who hits a massive growth spurt is going to be recruited. Someone's going to talk about him and be like, oh, he's in this village in Uganda, or he's in this village in Cameroon. A trainer's going to go see him. They're going to figure out a place to put him in an academy in Senegal. That Senegalese academy is going to send him to Greece or to Italy. Yes, it is a very big economic factory that produces athletes in Europe.
I mean, it
Right,
happens
right.
here in the States too,
essentially,
though, with prep schools.
Yeah.
Like that happens all the time.
Yeah, in football, the way-
AJ
in
DeBouncer
football, the way it works is
went
like
to play high school basketball in Utah.
Yeah, I had a friend
Jalen Green
that was from
probably-
Sacramento that went. He moved to Orlando because he was really good at football when we were like 13, and he went to Orlando to their facility or whatever it was. So that was my first introduction to that. I didn't know exactly how the soccer football thing worked. So Damien, actually, when you had first told us about kind of how you were played pro and went over, I was like, damn, you went all the way over there when you were like 13, like damn, that's crazy. So that's why reason I was asking, is it like common practice if you go that far that where they'll like put up your family in an apartment or whatever and stuff like that, or is that not a common thing? That was my only question.
So I always lived with teammates. So essentially, what ended up happening is like the club would vet families in the local area and make sure they're like good and they're happy to have people. Similar to like how exchange students do it when you're studying. And then then you and your teammate will live together. They'll obviously look after you and things. And then the club will organize like transport for you to come. You'll have meals at the club and things of that nature. The education is also subsidized by the club as well. So you can study as well as play. So it's like, that's how it sort of works. If you're like a kid prodigy, there could be other stuff involved, Ox, where like maybe they offer to like relocate your family and things of that nature. But like we're talking about the biggest clubs in the world. But generally,
Gotcha.
They will just have families that they vet, and then guys will just go over.
Okay. Yeah.
When did Jamal become a professional, Mars?
He made his debut at 15. So, yeah, it's crazy because he's been a pro for like 3 years now. He's still only 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. but he's been around for a while now.
And where's he from?
Spain.
Spain.
What is he?
His,
What's his
like heritage? Like I think his dad is Moroccan. I think.
Yeah, I think he's.
Is he black?
I don't know.
If
I mean,
his
like
dad is
African?
Moroccan,
Yeah.
Well, I know,
Then
but Moroccan.
that would actually make him African, and that
No,
would
but-
make him
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
black.
not all
I mean,
Moroccans.
there is white
I know
Africans.
he has a little brobber who is.
Yeah, not all Moroccans are just. Yeah.
So,
but-
You know what's funny? So on my team, my high school team, like my senior year, we were all black. We had one white kid, and the only kid on our team that was from Africa was the white kid.
Where was he from?
He was
South Africa.
he was from South Africa, and everybody else. He was the only white kid on the team. He was from South Africa. Everybody else was black, and we weren't from Africa.
So y'all imported him. Y'all
I mean-
y'all
Actually, you know what's funny is
Transactioned
we actually between the summer between junior and senior year, we got a kid from Colorado, from Denver, who was supposed to be. Oh, he was there. He was like, man, that fool didn't even play.
what was his
Sorry
name?
ass Colorado.
What
niggas,
was his
man.
name?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Do the thing where he knows everyone
was it?
from
No,
Denver.
what was-
Is that I don't want to put him out just because I just called him sorry, so I don't really want to say his
Well, I
name.
mean, he knows
He
though.
might have improved. He might have improved.
he was the only kid from Colorado. He's watching this show. He's your biggest fan.
And he
now.
went to,
He's
and this
mad.
is when you were where? Where were you located? At this
I
time?
was in high school. It was in Sac
Sac?
high school. Nigga.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
who in
Yeah, I don't
your
know
age
anybody that
range
went out to
when-
Sac.
when-
Yeah, shout out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't know nobody good.
So if I
So actually,
so if I would have went to your school, you don't think I'd be getting playing time?
On the
Swiper,
basketball?
I think you. Honestly, Swiper, I tell people this all the time. I think you were probably a good basketball player. I see you playing, like I know you're athletic and stuff, but would you have been playing, Swiper? I don't know.
You would have been a cool seventh man on my high school
Who got
team.
more-
Disney,
Who got, hey, this is a real question. Who got more high school offers?
I can't say.
Who got more high school offers in basketball, me or Ron?
High school offers? What do you mean?
For basketball?
Yeah, Ron.
You actually might have got more high school offers. You said you was 6'1", you was strong, you was dunking.
I
Like,
was like 195 pounds. Yeah.
you were still strong. That's in high school. That's a lot.
for sure.
6'1", 195.
I weighed
in high school, you was a
80
tank.
pounds since high school.
Huh?
You put on 80 pounds since high school.
No, yeah. I put on 30.
I don't put on.
I put on. No, I mean that next year in 1 year I put 30 on.
You told
Yeah,
us
I put
you're
30 on in
260
1
now,
year.
right?
Yeah, but I'm like a big person, brother. Like I'm you know what I mean? Like
Is this the
A
most
lot of that
you've
is
ever weighed?
head and neck weight though.
no. COVID was bad. Like when COVID depression and all that other kind of stuff. Boom, boom, boom. But then like me and
Top
shape.
300.
No, 280. Yeah, 280. Me and shape is 260 to like.
Look at Zion. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Me
like
and
Shaq.
shape is like 260 to 240. That's me and shape.
That's
Yeah.
like Lakers Shaq, man.
I know it was bad. COVID
You're
was
a foot
bad.
shorter than him.
I didn't
and
go
he was
outside,
huge.
but I'm muscle, brother. Like I have. I'm
No, I'm
heavy.
not denying that.
That ain't
I'm just-
muscle. That's water.
Okay.
Ron,
Shit, but I was 190 my senior year of high school.
yeah, and he was tall. I was just whatever.
And
Then
you
I was
out there looking
too-
like Chat?
My playing weight was like
Yeah,
57 kilos.
no.
Nah,
That's
Chet's way
pretty
taller
down.
than
What-
me.
what-
Chet's
what is
way
that?
taller
That-
than me.
It's 100 and
Noah
157?
Senge, then. Okay.
160.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Noah Senge, what? 6'9"? Well, he was 6'9". He's grown.
Noah
but he was
Senge-
6'9".
I've seen pictures of Ox playing basketball in high school. He did not look like Noah Senge. He looked like young
Hey, by
Scotty
the
Barnes.
way, people in the chat say I'm a bowling ball. Me and
Like
Ron
high
are
school-
almost
high
the
school
same
Scotty
height.
Barnes.
I just want people to know this. Ron is not that tall. We stand next to each other. We did this already. Ron is at least
man.
2 inches taller than me.
Swiper.
That's fine.
No, Swiper.
That's fine.
You know what 3.5
That's
inches is personally.
Damien,
I at least have you by
Damien.
3.5 inches.
Damien, did we
there's
not
three
go back to
people on
back?
this
Did we
panel
not go
who
back
did
to back?
not.
And
First of all,
this fool is barely taller than me. So you can't talk better than me. You're barely taller than me. You're slower than me. You're weaker than me. All across the board. You can't
There's
do
three
nothing. You
people
coming
on
off
this
Ron.
panel.
Ron, he
You guys
faster
are
than you,
tall to
Ron?
me. I don't know.
First of all, there's
on.
3 people on this panel who did
So,
not.
but
crack
you know
6
wide
feet,
receiver
and you
speed.
just
And
keep
you
talking
Ron,
about height.
You
Wait,
weren't guarding wide
wait.
receivers. You know wide receiver speed.
No. Wait. I heard the dude in that video say that Swiper absolutely was dropping back in coverage.
Yeah, that's fact.
Dropping back in coverage isn't checking wide
And by
receivers.
the way-
He was this
okay,
nigga was
wait.
going tight ends.
I went
And running backs coming out the
15
back
reps.
end.
I went 15 reps in Venice Beach and didn't get scored on. What about you? 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 What happened to you?
Swiper, you were
Nothing.
fouling.
All right, exactly. Yeah, that's what it
You were
sounded like.
you were
Exactly.
actually out there playing
And guess
football.
what? But when Ron would get scored on, Ox would be like, "Go get him, Swiper. Go get him, Swiper."
That did happen. I was texting.
Hey, Swiper, what was your 40 time?
Oh yeah, 4.67. I wasn't super fast. Yeah, I've never been super fast. That's fast though. That is fast. It's just not like
that's fast for regular people.
That's fast for
It's just not 4.4.
Oh, for a linebacker, yeah, that's fast.
Yeah, that's just I'm not like DB fast, but like I had really great cardio. I could hit hard as crap. Yeah, Ron, I'm saying like that's what I'm saying. Ron calls for help when he sees me coming. That's just the way this relationship is always going to work. Shout out to Ron though. Shout out to you though, bro. Yeah, man, you amazing.
Man, y'all football players really be small, bro.
You're shorter compared to y'all, but I'm also short compared to like the team, a full team.
It is always weird seeing NFL players next to NBA players because the height difference.
It's like the shooting guards like Ant would be a huge football player.
But also
I be seeing them next to guys like Steph Curry.
But Cortland Sutton and T. Higgins and them are the same height as like Anthony Edwards and them. So there are like receivers, tight ends, and defensive ends and stuff that are like 6'7", and all the Calais Campbell 6'8". But brother.
So me and Ox seen some Seahawks players at an event we went to, and Ox swears up and down that Cam Chancellor's a small guy.
Cam Chancellor is little, bro.
He's like 6'2", isn't he?
With that being said, I don't want no smoke. Like I don't want no problems. I'm just saying, like, bro, it's small, bro. like I would never get on that field and line it up with Cam, but I'm just saying he's little though. Like
everyone in America is big to me.
I mean, everyone compared to the
in America are Australians generally shorter.
Like not really, but like everything, like especially when I'm with you guys, I have to look up talk like that. That's crazy.
That's why Penn ain't met up with us. He don't want to do this either.
K-Dot said ball boys in the weight room lifting 5 pounds. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Penn like 5'8".
5'11".
5'11".
Crazy.
Oh, you're still
5'8", 5'9".
Hey,
Swamp this up here trying to antagonize people right there.
Penn be like, I told you Scotty Barnes was like that.
Bro, I dated a girl who was an inch shorter than you. I don't have to look up to you, bro. I look you right in the eye and tell you you're a dumbass to your face.
Soon, Penn, soon, and I'll be right behind you, co-signing you. But anyways, the next super chat I got is from One on TJ. One on TJ said the worst take was Mars and Chill thinking Jalen Darryn is better than Bam Adebayo.
I said offensively, by the way. That's what I said. Still,
I gotta run, y'all.
All
right, Dan. Get you later.
But yeah, offensively is what I said. I said defensively, Bam's got it. So if you want to say he's a better overall player, that's fine. But offensively, I had Jalen Darryn.
All right,
flight book, Ben.
Drink More Water sent through $9.99 and said it sucks. This take happened last year, but Chill saying Joakim Noah could knock down the long ball will be the all-time worst take on PC. LOL.
Mars, you are a complete asshole for that.
That should be in PC's Hall of Fame just for sheer absurdity.
I don't know how that happens. Like, I guess.
Mars went straight to the numbers. He shot one.
Not because I was like, maybe did he make one? And they got him like on a highlight and showed story. I was like, he never made it. He made one in Florida. That's why I mean.
Oh, so he didn't even make one in the league?
No, he shot one. He made one.
I want to be clear about this. Real Talk is saying we the same height. I want you to know this is me with the camera straight at Real Talk. That's Real Talk.
Oh my god, bro! That's you with the camera straight.
Is that Dub? Yeah, that's Dub. So that's Real Talk, and that's Dub. So all this other stuff, I know exactly how tall he is. That girl next to him is 5'4". And look at Real Talk.
Hey, for real though, Real Talk is a lot taller than I thought he was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
How tall did you think he was going to be?
5'6".
I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
5'9", maybe 5'10".
I give him 5'10", maybe 5'11". I don't know. Real Talk, but I didn't know. I thought he was gonna be like 5'8".
He played basketball. So. More than likely, he's gonna be taller than 5'10".
Real Talk wanted to let us know that he was bent over. I don't know why he wanted to tell us that, but
okay, Real Talk. Interesting information.
Y'all need help.
He wanted to let us know twice.
How tall is Dub? Like 5'5" ish.
Dub is short, bro.
Dub is about Damian's height, I think.
5'5", 5'6".
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's just Real Talk being nice. Y'all crazy.
That was a fun night. Me, Damian, Real Talk. We were prowling around the town in Los Angeles, man. That was a fun night, man. Fun night. Fun time.
We was with y'all for a second too.
Accurate, yeah.
All right, shout out to H-Town T. H-Town T became a YouTube member. Bob Solo sent through $9.99 and said, at Penn, I wanted to talk about the Raptors' upside tonight on your members only to see if I'm right with my assessment of your team. Knicks have a play. I see them running 4-1 defense and how they match up with the league. Go New York, go.
Cool. Show up. I'll be there for 30 minutes.
Pull up and tell him everything that you know about his team that he doesn't know, because it is a lot.
Okay.
All right. The next super chat I have is from Baked Potato 03. I know a baked potato up here. Baked Potato said it's like SGA playing in the FIBA games right now. He don't need it. He just working on his game.
Wait, am I the baked potato?
I mean, if the shoe
I think
fits,
Canada needs to qualify to the World Cup, so Canada do need you.
Okay. Oh, damn. That's a baked potato. There you go.
Shout out Baked Potatoes. The next super chat that I have is from Truth Teller. Truth Teller said, Page leads the 2026 WNBA with a 66.7 clutch field goal percentage, 13% higher than second place. Also, the only player with 400 points and 100 assists this season.
Y'all already know what I'm about to say, and I ain't gonna say it.
Well, I do think you need to let that go. I think you just talk about her individually and be more respectful to her as a player. But she's a phenomenal player. Is she gonna make first team all WNBA this year?
But I mean, there's still a lot of basketball left to play. It's only July,
potentially.
But I could see it.
I like Paige Beckers, man.
Sabrina's getting back into form, so we'll see what happens. And then Kelsey
Sabrina
Plum's
didn't really play all
hurt.
that good last night.
Marina's going crazy.
She got it. She's still getting back into it. But like I said, it's only July. There's a lot of basketball left to play. Like Penn said, Marina's already started out hot. Kelsey started out hot. She's got to come back from injury. Chelsea Gray. It's a lot of players.
Is Fee coming back this year?
Yeah, she'll be back, but not for a little bit. She's actually back practicing and stuff. But you get surgeries on both ankles. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little time.
All right, Spanish Jose sent through $5 and said, there's also the networking aspect of the summer league. A lot of these players who didn't make it as players often become future coaches or future coaching staff.
Yeah, JJ Barea is coaching for Denver this year. So shout out, man. It's a good opportunity for coaches.
Great example of a player who didn't make it and became a coach.
Tyler Ulis is coaching in college, I think.
Well, no, JJ in general is like just taking over as coach for the first time in summer league. So I think it's more of just the process of.
He's coaching the summer league team.
Yeah, I said
by the way,
I
wasn't on the show when y'all were saying this. Ox is completely right about summer league. Like, VJ does not need summer league. I don't know why there was any pushback on that take.
That boy needs to be in the gym as much as he can. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he's in the gym just because it's not on your television. I'm gonna tell you what I heard from a trainer who two guys who were drafted last year. He trains them. He said, I have my fingers crossed that their teams don't want them to play summer league because I got this entire offseason circuit booked up for him. I got him working with Kawhi. I got him working with Giannis, and I don't fucking want him to have to beat up some bums from the G League. I want him to have a week with Kawhi. You know what I mean? Like.
Even on top of that though, and I'm not saying that this is VJ's trainer, and I'm not saying any specific trainers' names. All I'm saying is a lot of these trainers don't be knowing what the fuck they be doing either. It'd be a lot of bullshit with a ton of these trainers. So I'm not, once again, like I said, I don't even know who you're talking about. So I'm not calling him out. I'm not calling out any specific trainer, but I know there's a lot of trainers that be training BS. So what I'm saying is, if I'm a team, before you go and do your training regimen with this Mickey Mouse trainer, I would much rather you be in my house, in my facility, with our trainers that we know specifically what we want you to work on, doing that. Penn, I'm not saying that that's the case. I don't know every NBA player's regimen. What I'm saying is, for a second-year guy, and as a matter of fact, we were talking about just for a second-year guy. I'm gonna just say, for a second-year guy, I would much rather you be here with us for these 2 weeks while we're doing summer league, 2 or 3 weeks, working under our system, working directly under our microscope, perfecting our system, as opposed to you being with whatever trainer from whatever city you're from.
Okay, so that's actually happening, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. So a player like Jacoby Walter, right? Baylor guy, swipe a nose, right? That guy is not playing summer league. Okay, some people could argue maybe he should play summer league, but he's down in Vegas right now working with the team as his teammates are going to summer league. So he is doing the 3-on-3s, he's doing the strength work, all the coaching staff is there. So he's still with the team, but they don't need to see him in summer league because there's nothing to accomplish. He's better than those players. But Colin Murray-Boyles, he's going to play 2 games, but he was playing in the playoffs and he bodied the shit out of Jared Allen because they want to see him in a different role. I'm saying different teams have a different what they're trying to look at. And some teams are literally trying to find a two-way guy. I'm trying to see if this point guard can run my G League unit. I'm trying to see if this guy is worth a camp invite. Me putting the ball in VJ Edgecombe's hands is just going to get my fans excited about VJ dropping 35 on a whole bunch of guys who he's never going to see in the NBA. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm just saying, like, don't be so dismissive of X player didn't play summer league, so he's ducking or he should be out there. Dylan Harper does not need summer league right now. I promise you that.
Absolutely not.
All right, Masinko said, remember when Chill said SGA is worse in the mid-range than Tatum and has the worst handle?
Yeah, that was last.
See, I don't think you should put it that way. It's not him. See, when you say it that way, you're saying it that way for a reason. He didn't say that SGA was worse than Tatum. He said Tatum was better than SGA in the mid-range.
Same thing.
Y'all know how it is when you word things like. Ask Swipe. He's a politician. He knows these things. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you do things like that, it's like, you know.
All right. The Jonathan Frazier. He'll probably be in the members only stream tonight. The Jonathan Frazier said, big shout out to the best player in all of Canada, Marina Elise Mabry, making her first All-Star debut. That woman is really good at this basketball thing.
She's awesome. I'm just going to Euro past the Kawhi, Scotty Barnes of it all and just say shout outs to Marina Mabry. Awesome.
I told you, motherfuckers. Didn't I tell you?
You did. I was sleeping on it.
Ron, how many times I had to tell you about Marina?
Shout out Marina, man. She
Swap, you remember we was in Indiana and we was doing the live stream. We was watching the game when she was playing against Catlyn. And I was telling y'all the whole entire time, like, Marina's cooking. She's better than she. And what happened? Had Ron over there pouting.
She's basically doing a Catlyn Clarke impression right now.
Sure.
High volume 3-point shooting, creation.
Right. Keep going, Marina Clarke. Cultured Bandit sent through $5 and said, go ahead and just mail me my chat MVP.
Yeah, Culture definitely on the nomination board.
Shout out, Bandit.
Salute to Culture. And also, once again, we need you guys' help with nominating certain people. So when we do make our post with who should be the chat MVP, we need you guys to tap in and let us know who you believe is the chat MVP. Who is the most consistent? Who came with the best takes? Who caused the most drama in the chat? All of those things. And we'll give you guys, kind of like a template of what chat MVP should entail. But we need you guys to give us the names of who should be nominated. And then once we get all the nominees, then we'll go ahead and cast the voting, and then you guys can, go through and do all the voting as well. And don't mention yourself too. Like, that's if you mention yourself, we're not going to take it serious.
So if we had a host of the year vote, who would you vote for?
You.
Okay.
You're the.
I think it's okay to nominate yourself. Like, voting for yourself is like. Oh wait, no.
So if you're running for a political office,
if Cultured Bandit says I'm the MVP.
So if you're running for political office, Ox, you wouldn't vote for yourself?
Yeah, I would, for sure. I would also nominate myself too, though.
I mean, you're kind of nominating yourself by running. But yeah, either way it goes, let us know when we make the post on Twitter, on YouTube, and on Instagram where you think, or who you think should be nominated. All right, High on Football said, did y'all see the stuff that happened to Mbappe? Yep. Damn. Did not know that level of racism still existed. Paraguay competing with Argentina for most races.
Paraguay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but you know Argentina. Like, Argentina is known for their racism.
This woman. I think she's one of the leaders, and she put a long, extremely racist comment. She said basically, she was a senator, Celeste Amarilla. I did not do the R right, but whatever. I'm sorry, y'all. The man could not even learn how to write. He sucked on a coconut instead of breast milk. The most educated thing he heard was chimpanzees, a colonized Cameroonian acting like a Frenchman. So she was outright. And then she basically, like, he responded to her and said, "You don't represent Paraguay. The country displayed passion and honor throughout the entire tournament. Because of your unconsciousness and blatant racism, the entire world has already forgotten historic effort and success shown by your players in the World Cup. All that remains is an unqualified woman who gives the worst possible image of her country. I will never allow people like you to spread hate and racism to the world." And then she basically was like, after that, responded and was like, "Hey, I've been basically racism my whole life. It's going to take me a long time to unlearn it. Please give me grace."
Yeah, that was crazy. The response was, she said, like, "Oh, well, I'm from here. I'm this height. I'm allowed to do," basically, like, all right.
Damn. Soccer's interesting, man.
Honestly, like, the shocking thing about traveling the world is, like, when you live in America or you live in Canada, you think that this is a very exclusively North American thing, and it is everywhere.
No way.
Oh my goodness, it is everywhere.
Yeah, well, I mean,
shocking.
thinking that it's just a North America thing is just a bad. That's
like,
just crazy.
Like, you would assume that, like, being black in Africa is not going to be, you know, a thing for people. But I remember when I was 16 years old, I was dating this Egyptian girl, and then we went to her church, right? And one of her friends brought a black friend. They stopped mass. They stopped the church until he left.
Yeah, I mean, racism is everywhere.
What?
And the thing about Argentina, though, it's like Argentina is known to be one of the most racist places there is.
I didn't know
like
that.
They had like a whole ethnic cleansing type situation in Argentina. Like, they were getting rid of the dark-skinned Argentinians, and also, y'all know, that's where a lot of them one people went and sought refuge after World War II.
Yeah, they sure did. Talk about it in Chile too.
Yeah, Argentina is known for being Argentina is known for being extremely racist. Like, that's what I'm saying. Ethnic cleansing. Z07, like, they were killing black folks in Argentina to get them out of there. Like,
yeah, when we had what's the dude that we had from Argentina, Facu Campazzo, the Argentinians, because I was criticizing him. Yeah, they were outright calling people niggers and whatnot. Like, they don't. It's very, very widely known. Yeah, we had a huge beef that whole year that he was there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, shout out to H-Town T. H-Town became a YouTube member. Salute to him. Also, salute to Bandit Huncho. We already read this super chat, but thank you for sending through $5, Bandit Huncho. Maybe you'll be Chat MVP this year, next year, or 10 years from now. Nims Gassed Up sent through $5 and said Norman Powell could do what SGA is doing on the Thunder. Was said by Ox. Truly one of the greatest minds of this generation. Dub panel.
I remember
that. Once again, that wasn't exactly what I said, but I know that's what you heard. So
who said Donovan Mitchell? They could win it with Donovan Mitchell. Who said that? Do you remember that?
I said that.
I said that.
No, so I said.
So then stand with
first
that.
of all, just to correct that, I think that Donovan Mitchell could have won a championship with OKC the year they won the championship. What I said about Norman Powell is that he could he could score as many points as SGA. I didn't say that they would be as good. I didn't say he would do the same thing. I said he could score as many points as SGA on that team. That's what I said.
All right, shout out to Kendrick.
Don't forget, y'all didn't even know Norman Powell was that good when I was trying to tell y'all years ago. But then all of a sudden, my brother gets a green light. Go ahead, Ron.
Shout out to Kendrick251 for becoming a YouTube member. Salute to you. OG Team sent through $5 and said, Do y'all remember what episode it was when Swiper rage baited Chill so badly he broke his chair? Funniest shit ever.
I remember that. That was hilarious.
Hey, so we're adding a new award this year. It's going to be the best moment of the year or moment of the year. That's something where we can make that the moment of the year. If you are going to vote for moment of the year, please try to find the episode and please try to find the timestamp. You might not know it, but we're gonna need that. I don't have all the timestamps. I'm sorry, y'all. So we're gonna need to find whatever moment it was in terms of clip, episode, timestamp. So either way it goes, if there is a nominee, or we can't nominate something if we don't have the exact timestamp. So when something does get nominated, like Chill's whole chair incident, if you guys could go find that timestamp,
that happened this year.
I was at the beginning of the show. Me and Chill were debating something, and then Chill just like disappeared out the screen out of nowhere. His chair had broke. Yeah.
So he didn't like punch his chair and break it. His chair.
No, he was like, getting theatrical, and then the chair just snapped under him.
He gave out from under him.
Yeah, it was a great moment. It was very funny.
Poor chair.
Okay, we need to introduce a new award called Masturbator of the Year. Just the person.
No, that's not a new word.
No. It's a new award. Award. So a new award. Master Baiter.
Yeah.
So someone who sits there and literally baits someone the entire episode and wastes everyone's time trying to like provoke reactions. I think that person should win the Masturbator of the Year. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, I used that word 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm definitely. We have masturbators up here. Yeah, we do.
And then they get a lifetime supply of Jergens from PC. Yep, we could do that.
Damn, Mox.
All right, Mike cut his hair because of Onyx. Said a favorite bad take from way back is when Wemby dyed his hair before he played a game, and Ticket and Chill were doubting his drive. Pill off season.
What?
I think he meant to say peak off season.
That happened?
Yeah, those were good times.
That when he dye it blonde or something like that? Was that what it was?
Yeah. They said he wasn't locked in. He was basically just immature, all of that type of stuff.
The worst moment of the year was probably Frank coming up here and bombing from start to finish.
I don't think that was the worst. I think people blew that out of proportion, to be honest.
Well, you can name your moment. I'm saying that moment is definitely.
I've had 10 worse moments than that.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about you right this moment. I'm saying that moment is on the list, but there surely are some pin moments.
You're just masturbating Frank right now.
No,
you just want him to. You want him to crash out in the chat right now.
I don't
like a circle jerk.
That's what they do.
It's a two-person thing. Who's they?
That's what they do. Circle jerkers. If you're a part of that group, are you a part of that group? Have you done that with your friends?
I'm not a part of that group.
All right, y'all. Shout out to Isaac. Isaac became a YouTube member. I can't pronounce your last name, but
yours is just as big as mine.
Shout out to you, Isaac. Thank you for joining up. King Sean Black said Brunson put up 45 on the road with a broken hand. GOAT.
Shout, yeah, you're getting wrist surgery.
Salute to Brunson, man. That brother good at basketball. Baked Potato became a YouTube member. Shout out to Baked Potato in the chat and Baked Potato on the panel.
Yeah, that low beef with Penn and Low, I don't want to see that ever again. I'm so glad we're past those moments. I don't want anything to do with that.
Beef.
No, I'm not dressing it. It's cool. Chat knows.
You just did.
The chat, yeah. Shout out. That moment's over.
Oh shit! Did I just get baited? My bad. Let's move on. Whoops.
Oliver Loke sent through a members chat and said, I'm going to see the Wings versus Tempo Friday and Tempo versus New York Saturday. Super hyped. Who should I keep my eye on?
Wings versus Tempo.
AZ Fudd, the best player. Actually, for real, and all trolling aside, Jessica Shepard. Like, AZ Fudd, Paige Beckers. For the Dallas Wings, Jessica Shepard, she's a first-time All-Star this year, and she has been cooking. Keep your eye on her for the Wings. For the Tempo, obviously, Marina Mabry. Do you guys have anybody else for the Tempo?
Kiki Rice. Watch Kiki Rice.
Shout out Kiki Rice.
She good, man. She good in her minutes. She rocking them analytics. I know analytics not a big part of the WNBA, but wait for it. Wait for it when it comes up and people start talking about like, oh, this girl, she's the best player in the league. She got a -12. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah, and for the Liberty, what's her name? It's not Phoebish. Ox, who's the one player she can shoot in one leg
Maureen
threes?
Johansson?
Hey, Maureen Johansson, when I tell you she is a microwave, when she get going, It is a show. She 100% one of my favorite players in the WNBA.
101. She is Aura Hoops 101.
Marine Johansson. Hey, if she get to shooting them one-legged threes, you just know you in for a show that night.
Mm-hmm.
Arrow 80 became a YouTube member. Shout out to Arrow 80. Appreciate you for joining up. Also, Masinko, my dog Masinko, became a YouTube member. Salute to Masinko. And MTHJ301 sent through the last members chat of the day and said, just a quick answer. Where do each of you want to see LeBron go? Warriors for me.
Honestly, Maccabi Tel Aviv, China.
The only correct place for him to go is Cleveland. He go home, do your thing, compete, retire at home, and go back home, Brian. I think that's the best thing to do. But I think Minnesota is a solid fit too. I would actually like for Bron and Debo to go to Minnesota, but if Bron goes to Minnesota, I think that's solid for the team. But I think the proper answer and the proper choice is to go back home, man. Go to Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 on this, and I've been trying to settle on it, and I just can't because I would love to see LeBron play for the Miami Heat, and I would love to see LeBron play for the Sixers. And I sincerely believe that he can tip the scale and win a championship with either of those teams. I want to see Bron go out with a championship, and I think he could do it with either of those teams.
He could tip the scales with a lot of teams. Realistically, if LeBron and Debo both ended up in Toronto, I know it won't happen, but I'm saying if they did, would you pick them to win a championship?
I mean, Kawhi went to Toronto, so I'm picking him to win the championship. But I mean, sure.
That's
they
roster.
They would get so much better. I mean, Bron and Debo Bron's gonna make any team he goes to better. Yeah, I mean, it's Bron. Bro, Bron can go anywhere in any of these situations. Miami, Philly, Minnesota, Denver, Cleveland. All those teams get better with Bron. So,
is there a place you really just don't want to see him go?
No, I don't care. I mean,
I don't want to see him go to Minnesota. I think he's wasting his time in Minnesota, honestly.
I don't know. I like that move. I think that helps him. I just don't want him to go to no weak ass team and but I want him to go somewhere that he can compete. I like Philly. I honestly don't really want to see him go to Golden State. I don't know how much that works. I don't want. The only reason I don't want him to go to Golden State is because I don't want him to go there and then fail miserably, and then they be hating on Bron and Steph oh, they suck. That shit goes. The narrative stuff is going to annoy me, so I don't want him to go there. But I really want him to go to Cleveland.
I think Miami's making more and more sense to me. I know he won't, but I'm just saying Miami makes a lot of sense. Cleveland makes a lot of sense. Philly makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, it has been fun. It has been real. We'll be back. The panel, us, same time, same place tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. And also, too, we'll be back in a couple hours on our members only stream, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I hope to see you guys there. We're going to talk about some good stuff. And on top of that, we got the number 1 pick, AJ DeBanta, versus the number 2 pick, Darren Peterson. We'll be watching and reacting to that game at the same exact time. We'll see y'all there. Become an all-star member, and you can join the stream. We'll catch y'all soon.